nice. That was nice. I enjoyed that trip.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
beautiful there.
Good times, eh?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What's up, guys? Good morning. Mayong buntag. Magandang umaga. Mayong naga. Mayong naga is Ilonggo.
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it is Wednesday, November 12th. It is 7:14 in the morning, and it is 79 degrees, or I don't know what that is Celsius. It's warm in the morning, first thing. Although this is the time of day when most Filipinos get out and do stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that. The mornings are busy.
Yeah, mornings are busy. Noon or nap time.
Right. Noon's nap time.
Yeah, and then afternoon is like walking or running time.
Yeah. Yeah, the mornings they get up, they get their stuff done in the morning, and then they take fiesta.
Fiesta. What? Fiesta is like festival. It's
All right, siesta. Yeah, the afternoon siesta. The afternoon in Spanish. Yeah, very similar. So good morning, guys. What's up? How's it going? We thought we would join a live stream. Mary Rose will bounce up and down, whatever she'll do. She's got stuff she's got going on, but I dragged her out of bed and I said, "Hey, let's do a ride recap. Let's talk about the ride. Let's talk about whatever, crazy foreigners, you name it, right? Let's get on the camera and just see what comes up." And so here we are. And yeah, let's start real quick about the ride. Let's do that. And it'd be interesting, I think, from her perspective too, to talk about kind of what were some favorite parts, what were some of your standouts of the trip. Yeah, let's just start there. Let's talk about what were some of the standouts. If you're looking at the map, we did this section here. Yeah, go ahead.
The Claveria is very nice road.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's very nice. I'm glad we're riding that. You're not rainy because they said rainy there is kind of not really good.
Yeah.
Because of the falling debris or rocks formation. So yeah, but so far the Claveria is really good. It's just what I called chicken intestine.
Chicken intestine, yeah, super curvy road,
it's
which is great for riding.
Yeah, and it's really nice with the ADV, and I'm just not really used to the new tire.
Right. Oh yeah.
No, with the new tire because the new tire is really soft. Like it just
yeah.
It's different when you're riding it because it doesn't really go that way because I'm so small.
Right. Yeah. So you're getting used to the tires, still getting used to riding. But that section of the Philippines was a big standout for you, right? Yeah, the riding really there, nice. Super gorgeous, really beautiful.
And then
yeah, go ahead.
Cagayan de Oro, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's city riding.
City.
It's a big city.
And I don't like to live there either. It's I don't like to live there either.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to live there? Well, you're not really a city girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more of a province country girl. And yeah, I wouldn't want to live there either, but it's not like a bad town.
Yeah.
Not a bad place to start as a foreigner if you're looking to get here.
Yeah, because there's a lot of options there.
Yeah.
And then where we stayed in Red Planet, it's right next to the mall. I'm surprised with that.
It's nice. The Red Planet was a great stop there. Let's pull it up, see if we can pull it up. Actually, I turned off my save places just because it gets in the way, but yeah, we could show on the map because that Red Planet was right here. Yeah, it's just a great location to stay and relatively inexpensive. Was a couple thousand a night. Yeah, you can see
2,000 a night.
Yeah, really great location right on the SM Mall, right off the main drag. The other mall too, the Ayala Mall is right close. You just walk over in between the two. Yeah. So yeah, if you're visiting CDO and want to be in the downtown area, that was a great place to be. Let me turn those off because otherwise they just get overwhelming. But I'm with you. That was a great little spot. And I don't mind CDO just for the kind of the visit, the occasional stop through to grab stuff that we can't get here in Butuan. But I agree, I wouldn't necessarily would want to live there. All right, so we left CDO and then we rode down to the coast, and then we spent quite a bit of time in Dapitan. Right?
Dapitan is really a nice place.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
it feels home to me.
It does to me.
Because I love their city. Even my mom, even though my mom didn't see that area there, just see in the video call, she was like, "It's nice there."
Yeah.
It's really clean, and then their Baywalk,
right?
Like there, it's very facing the sunset. It's really good.
No, I'm with you. I really enjoyed Dapitan as well. I thought it was a great little town.
Yeah.
The nice thing too, guys, about Dapitan is your proximity to Bacolod. Now, Bacolod's a bigger town. Let's see if it gives us a population. That says 100, 150,000. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it would be bigger than that, but that's all right. Yeah. But anyways, you got Dapitan, close proximity to Bacolod. So you got a couple of cities there. If you couldn't find what you need, Dapitan, because Dapitan is pretty limited as far as what you got.
Yes.
You know, but really friendly locals there. The people were super friendly. Yeah, enjoyed it.
And then people there, I observed, they're not really more into indoor. They're more into outdoor, dancing, playing, and the Baywalk. Their Baywalk is so long, but it's full of people.
Right.
It's very nice because it's very bubbly city.
Right.
Unlike other city, they're evolving. Like they're more on indoor. They're more on gadget. They're more on
right.
They're more on outside. I'm surprised with that because they're more on outside dancing.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Dapitan. Great town, beautiful area. Lots of motorcycle riding too. We did this loop here too. This little loop here on the map on the northern part here that I'm showing. Beautiful.
It's really nice because you have all you need. In the other side, it's the mountain. In the other side, it's the beach.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right.
I even asked you to stop. Just stop because we need to go to the sea.
Yeah, no, we stopped. Remember, we took some shots along some of these little resorts along here. Absolutely beautiful. Yes. Right on the beach. How much was that? It was like 2,000 or 3,000 a night, I think.
2,000 to 3,000.
Yeah, a place right on the beach. Man, it was just gorgeous. Really enjoyed being there too.
Their sand is white too. Whiter.
Yeah, it had white sand. Yeah. You know, Dapitan was definitely a standout for me. Definitely a standout. And then, so we hopped over from Dapitan. We hopped over and went to Dumaguete. We spent the night there and, walked along the boardwalk or Baywalk area there. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, the first time I got in Dumaguete, my mom was like, I don't like Dumaguete. I don't like it. It's just nice for you because you have a lot of choices. Like for example, food wise, you have the Ground Zero. They have a lot of choices.
Yeah, lots of restaurants.
And then there's a long Baywalk too. A
long Baywalk, yeah, really nice. I actually really like that Baywalk area. Yeah. They've done a lot to that over the past year or so, a couple of years since I've been here. They've extended it out. But yeah, go ahead.
Also, they're very bad in traffic. There's a lot of bad driver. The tracks, when we ride there, the truck will just stop in the middle of the road.
Right.
And then there's one way. So yeah, it's very bad traffic there.
I agree.
In Dumaguete. And I'm also surprised that there's a lot of foreigner there. And I was like, why are they here? Because Dumaguete is not really stand out for me.
Yeah.
So I was like,
there was a lot of, I don't mind it too much, but again, it would be a place I wouldn't want to live in, right? But a place to visit and go through.
And I hear a lot from people that it's more dangerous there. Like for example, for foreigner wise, they're stealing. It's dangerous.
Right.
Remember we
you were warned.
Yeah, and then we look for a hotel that's very safe parking. So yeah, they're warned by the guard that they can't hold it anymore.
Right.
That.
Yeah. No, we were warned a couple times about watch our stuff and gear, which is unique. We haven't really experienced any of that anywhere else. So you're right on there. And then once we left there, we head up north to we made San Carlos. Yep, we spent the night up in San Carlos up in there. We drove all the way up there. Yeah, not a bad little town either, right?
It's nice there, but I can't say that it feels like home. I can't say that.
Hmm.
But that's the first city that I've seen. There's no smoking in public.
Interesting,
Like
right?
that's the first
Yeah,
city
you're
that I've
right.
seen that no smoking in public, and I was like, oh, that's good because my nose is very sensitive. Even though the people are smoking far, I can smell the smoke.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that city was like, oh, I'm surprised with this because everywhere you can see no smoking in public. So yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I didn't really mind San Carlos. It's definitely a smaller town. What's it say population wise? Yeah,
What
133. So it looks like about the same size, roughly the similar size as
the
Bacolod.
Bacolod. Yeah.
Yeah. So these guys, these are good sized towns, guys. They really are. If you're, for me, I think it's one of those areas that, or size of towns that you just, for me, I just really focus on these smaller towns, less than 1 million people, but more, more than 100,000. You kind of get your grocery stores, your amenities that you want and need. So,
And
yeah, go ahead.
you met someone in there in San Carlos in the gym.
Yeah, yeah, no, really friendly foreigners.
Yeah.
That's the other part too. When you kind of get out in some of these other areas, you have a different breed of foreigner. You have guys that have been here a long time, typically. Yeah, just different breed of foreigner that's out there. Yeah, he was a good guy in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was a really nice gym too, actually.
Yeah, it's really nice
Yeah.
hotel because you
Right.
can have an access to the gym.
Do you remember the name of that hotel? I don't.
Paulo
Something.
Hotel? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paulo Hotel.
Oh yeah, Paulo Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and right across the street was the gym.
Yes. And then they have restaurant too.
Nice hotel too, decent rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was good. And then from there we left and started going up the Don Salvador Highway over to Bacolod. We ride over.
Too bad the road is
Yeah.
under construction.
Yeah, guys, so true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the road out of San
Yeah.
Carlos to where we stayed at after Bacolod. We'll talk about that in a little bit. This stretch of road right here is gorgeous, but you can't.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It was under construction at the time. But we went through it, which pretty serious construction too. I mean, we had some mud. We had some probably some of the worst riding conditions in the whole trip was that right there.
Yeah, you were like, when I ride here, the road is not like that here.
Yeah, when I was there before, it was fine. But yeah, it was ripped up and they're repairing it. But yeah, then we spent a couple days in Bacolod.
Bacolod is surprising for me. They said Bacolod is a city of smile, but the people there, majority are not friendly or smiling.
Right.
You were like, all the students here are so mean to you. Remember?
Right.
Because they just hit my hair. Like when they walk, they don't care about moving. They just hit my hair. And you were like, do you think it's so mean to you because you have a foreigner? And I was like, I don't know, because I don't really care. But I observe mostly Bisaya are very friendly than Bacolod people. And I was like, why they call it City of Smile?
And I wonder too if some of that was the Mascara Festival and just the millions of people or million of people that piled into that town during that festival. I want to get Bacolod. I was similar. I didn't really like Bacolod. I didn't like Iloilo honestly either. And it's very similar. They speak Ilonggo in Bacolod. Yeah, I didn't like it either. There was not necessarily an unfriendly vibe, but not a friendly vibe either.
Yeah.
But that could be all the Mascara Festival. So I want to go back to Bacolod outside the Mascara Festival. I want to go there and check it out then and see what that's about.
But there are some still that's very friendly.
Yeah. No, it was there was some
Like
great restaurants, and that guys, that is definitely a bigger town. Big town, close to 1 million, maybe 800,000. Let's see if on the map it'll maybe tell us a little bit more about it. Yeah, the quick facts doesn't pull up population, but big town. Yeah, big town. You got your landers, you got your SNR. Another kind of beautiful motorcycle riding, honestly. This stretch up in the mountains up here, this northern part of Negros is some of the most gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorgeous riding through here.
Calatrava Road, Calatrava.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, just gorgeous down
Fresh
through here.
air, pineapple.
Man.
Smells pineapple.
Yeah, you had these really just cool arrangement of these farms over these rolling hills. Unbelievable.
It's really nice.
Unbelievable. Yeah, probably one of my most favorite roads, and it is by a lot of people. They say it's
Yeah.
Negros and Northern Negros, but so that's kind of the pluses. But the downside is you got this dang
Down.
volcano right there that's going off.
Yeah. The
Right at the
when
base of it.
when we left La Vista Highland, the volcano erupted, and
Yeah, yeah,
Bago City, where it's down
yeah, right
to
over here.
Bacolod,
Yeah, here at Bago,
got
ash
right.
covered with
Yeah.
ash.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's right there. Look, there's covered with
Yeah.
ash, and there's Bacolod. So that's the one thing that bothers me a little bit about Bacolod is you're kind of at the base of a volcano. But other than that, and the people, again, I want to go back outside the Mascara Festival to get a better feel of Bacolod, just to see what it's like again. But you're right. There's just some weird interactions there.
Yeah, because when we met them, they're not really friendly. They're not really
Yeah, right.
smiling. There are
Right.
some, but majority were not.
Right. I agree. I had the exact experience in Iloilo. Just people just like that. And yeah. And anyways, yeah, I do. I want to go back and check it out.
And then we comment about that with Carol that it feels like Bisaya are very friendly than the, especially with the foreigner. They don't
Right.
really, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So and then we left Bacolod, and then we stayed up in the mountains a couple days and chilled out there.
It's really nice there too, but it's rainy.
Yeah, we had some bad weather.
Yes.
There's been some, well, you guys have been watching, there's been some low pressure systems that have bounced around, right? We've had quite a bit of bad weather. Let's see if we can actually pull up the maps to kind of pull about that real quick. Yeah, just some, that's fine. Okay. Wind. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here, there's that last low pressure system that run through here. But yeah, we've had some serious storms. And by the way, this is a Zoom Earth. I really enjoy this app a lot. Looks like there's maybe another pressure system down here in the works, but yeah, all in all, not too bad. Yeah, but we've had kind of a stretch, couple weeks of system after system kind of rolling through. So the weather hasn't been the greatest.
That's what we like about Butuan. About our area
here. Yeah, the Butuan area here.
Yes.
It does, right? It seems to be situated
really
where
nice.
we kind of avoid a lot of that. And you can see, guys, here we're that blue dot down there, right? And a lot of times, just like the United States, you've got the storms that roll in kind of the Florida or wherever, they take a path. It's similar to here. I think it's called the Surrealist effect too, where they don't go towards the equator. Shout out to you, Richard, for reminding me of that on probably 5 different occasions, at least by now. But anyways, you've got these storms that roll in kind of right through here on the map as I'm pointing, and then they just go up north. So Luzon gets hit, Samar gets hit, Leyte gets hit, but Mindanao typically does not get hit with low pressure systems.
Just experience a rainy.
Yeah, we'll get tail end of just like that last storm. That last storm kind of came right through here.
Yeah.
And we were wet for a day.
But good thing we have a grab here, and it's not really windy because my mom says it's rainy and windy, but here not windy.
Yeah, well, the storm went right over them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for here we were just a little bit wet. However, we had a rainy day, and there was flooding in the town. But it wasn't in our area.
Yeah, in Ampayon.
Yeah, so around the malls and stuff like that, it was super floody.
It's because of the river.
Yeah.
Because of the river.
And I had known that coming in here before, that Butuan City was susceptible to flooding because it's a river basin. But there's areas that are worse than others, and just pick your area. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of and then we made our way back. Let's pull the way back. So we did the trip, started making our way back, and then yeah, we kind of finished up. We just put out the video on Bias, or yeah. I enjoyed that little town.
Yes,
man.
The Bias is more friendly than Bacolod. They're very friendly.
Yes.
And same to Dapitan. People there are more outdoor. People here are dancing. People here are playing pickleball. People here are playing volleyball.
Yeah. And Bias was really incredible. I liked that little town a lot. That was more my standout for me for living. Like a place to live. Dapitan seemed kind of cool, but Bias to me is really...
Yes, because they have this big market to the metro.
Yeah, they had a big shopping market, the
Yes.
Metro. And like she's saying too, one of the standouts for me that I really loved was they're super outdoorsy
Yeah.
in Bias. We saw like, I don't even know, like maybe a half a dozen or a dozen pickleball courts.
Yeah.
We saw them playing frisbee football outside
Yeah.
and super friendly people coming up and hi
Yeah.
and just being friendly.
Yes.
You know,
It's also same with Palampon. It's a college town too.
yes, Bias College Town, a little
They
bit
have,
bigger than Pompon,
yeah,
where we
because
used to live in Leyte.
yeah, because they have 2 university.
Right, they had a couple universities there. Yeah, I liked it there a lot.
I like it too.
Yeah, a lot. And then too, you're just an hour outside of Dumaguete. You're in a great location because you're, like we were talking about before, you're not on the typical storm path for storms. You've got beautiful area, gorgeous mountains.
Yes.
I liked it a lot.
And then the people there too, I love the welcoming vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was definitely one of the standouts. So yeah, and then we kind of made our way back home, and on that way back home, we encountered that lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some moisture and stuff like that, so we didn't shoot as much.
And then what else did we encounter? My top bags.
Oh my gosh, guys, we had an incident with a top box breaking off. Yeah.
I feel that because it's so bouncy from Iligan to
Right.
Cagayan.
Yeah.
Oh, Iligan is very.
Yeah, we hadn't really talked much about it. We didn't talk about it.
Iligan is more Muslim. Like they're very conservative there.
Yeah.
But the Muslim vibe is not bothering us because they don't really care. They just do their own thing.
Right.
And they're not friendly, but they're also not what to call it, unfriendly too. They're not like that too.
Yeah,
like
I was surprised by Iligan.
Yeah.
You know, so when I had burnt through that section the first time of Mindanao, I kind of avoided it because I knew it was pretty Muslim, and just that, you know, I didn't want to be around that. But I was surprised actually when I was there. People were, I think they were more friendly there than in Bacolod or in some of these other areas. You know, and yeah, and it was noticeably Muslim when you're in the mall, right? But whatever. I mean, people weren't unfriendly. And you know, understandably, Muslim people have hesitations around us Westerners, right? So that makes sense. So I mean, I get a lot of that, but beautiful little town, beautiful town. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I would like to spend more. Iligan was a surprise to me. I would like to spend more time in Iligan. Actually,
it's really nice.
Yeah, beautiful little town. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it.
We stayed in Go Hotel.
Yep.
Really nice.
Yeah, and you brought up something earlier. On our way back home, we did have a little bit of drama. I'll see if I can. I wonder if I could share this.
Your situation.
Yeah, we had the top box blow out, right? We had the top box blow out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about that.
We have a good thing you observed that when we stopped in Macdo, because if you didn't observe that, then I will be in it will cause accident or something.
Right.
You're like, what happened to your top box? It's weird because it's not same balance. The other one is falling, and then you take off, and then then we tried to tie it, and then after a minute you were like, I don't feel it's safe there. So you took off my top box and then tied it in your back. And that time I barely see your body. I see only your head.
Right.
Because of my top box, your top box, your bag.
Loaded. It was so loaded down, man.
And then after a couple minutes when we're in the mountains, that fell off.
See here, guys. This is the picture when we got back home. This is the rack that just snapped in half. And we're so glad. Like she's saying, I actually pulled everything off the bike and put it on mine because it was coming. It was breaking right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts. And we just had clothes in there. It's not like we had it weighted down a bunch.
You have just clothes. That's unpickable. And
right. Yeah. And it was Givi too. It's not like, well, actually looking now, the top box is gibby, but the rack is not gibby. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that was unfortunate, but we got super lucky that dang top box didn't come off when we were riding.
And then we're super lucky too that you're able to tie it in your motorcycle.
Yeah,
that we have
just strapped
tied,
it down on the bike.
Good thing you bought extra strap.
Yeah, I think I have a video of it.
Yeah, here you go.
That one isn't as good. Yeah. Well, here's an image of it. Yeah, we'll share that. Yeah, look at that. There you go. That's everything loaded down. That's the top box strapped on, and it's a good bike, man. I like the little NX.
I'm surprised. I was like, I'm worried about you. I was like, is he able to do that?
Right.
Especially the Claveria, the curvy road.
Yeah, no, it was fine. You know, it's no different. You know, look at all that stuff on the back. It's no different than having one Western woman on the back of there. Sorry, I'll get myself in trouble for that one. Or you know, it's no different. There's a bunch of weight back there, but no worries. Oh, too funny. But yeah, that was the trip, man. That was the trip. Good.
Yeah.
It was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we've got a couple things that we're looking to do. My buddy Jim just reached out to me. He's back in town. He was like, I want to go do the Nugget, and the Nugget's been on my list for a long time.
Yeah.
So I've been super excited about doing the Nugget.
The Nugget, they said it's a small Palawan.
Yeah,
but it's more nature. Yeah. Palawan is not really, but yeah, and not expensive as Palawan.
Right. No, I definitely want to get out and do the Nugget and check it out there. So, yeah, that was the trip, and yeah, we're back home and now back getting in the routine. And
yeah, my legs are so sore because yesterday's our legs day.
Went on a run. So that's enough preamble. Holy mackerel, that's like a half hour of just chatting. You know, if you're doing a podcast, that'll work well, but we can get into some comments and talk about some stuff. Feel free to ask questions to Mary Rose or myself about whatever, about the trip or life in the Philippines, about dating a crazy foreigner or whatever. Yes. So, but yeah, no, that's kind of good. We got some trips coming up potentially, maybe Dinagat. Camigan has always been on our list. Butuan is in our list as well. Lots to do in this region. We're just getting here, honestly, and getting kind of set up in this region. So there really is quite a bit to see and do here. We went on some rides with my buddy Fletch and his girl Cindy.
Yeah, Kabadbaran and mountains.
Yeah, saw some beautiful mountains up in there.
It's weird there because that's the first mountain that I've ever felt that it's hot. It's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
The people there are darker,
right? And
then curly hair, but they're friendly. They're friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's been really good, really friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Jim? How's it going, buddy? Thank you. Appreciate you watching. Yeah. No, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Letting go Philippine style. I like that. Good morning, Chris. I finally made it to one of your live streams when it's really live. Thanks, man. Sorry about the half-hour preamble. We just thought this is something we've been wanting to do with Mira Rose and I, just kind of do a ride recap. We debated whether or not we just do a video on it or just do kind of a live stream and talk about it. But I think this format makes the most sense. That way we can kind of pull up the map and kind of show you guys all that stuff. So, but yeah, no worries. I'm really, thanks for being here. John from Denver. Nice, man. I lived in Denver for many years, moved there in the late 90s and then moved from Denver to here. And whatever hell year that was, 2022. What year did I move here? But I don't know.
I don't know either. 2022?
It will be 3 years in a month.
2022.
Yeah. So I moved here December 8th, 2022. Mm-hmm. Wow.
You remember?
Yeah, it was stamped on my passport.
That's why.
Right. Yeah, 3 years, man. Coming up on 3 years. Wow. Yeah,
3 years,
interesting.
but there's still more to see.
Yes. No, a lot more to see.
The mayor
The
in the
mayor.
house.
Yeah, the mayor.
Oh, you look good in your shirt.
Do you remember what somebody was talking about is in the video when I'm walking around smiling, you're like, in
Yeah.
bios, actually.
Yeah.
Jeff was
No,
saying,
it's not really like just the bias, but all over the places you're like a mayor. You're like Fletch is like that too.
Fletch.
But because of that, people love him
Right.
because he's very friendly,
Yeah.
smiley. Even the the LTO, they didn't stop us because of the paper. They stop us because they want to talk to you. Yeah.
It's just, I'm telling you guys, it's the way to be when you're here. If you got a big smile on your face, you're happy, you're waving around and doing that.
Yeah.
People react well, and just a couple of words, couple of pieces of language will help out a lot too. Like salamat, my buntag, that kind of stuff. That also really lights them up. But yeah, the mayor is in the house. Right around the corner from the mall and CDO was the city hall. They had a beautiful light display there. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah, CDO is all right.
Yeah,
it's close enough for us.
yes.
It's only a couple hours away. We can get there.
But just like what our friend says, that CDO is very nice place to get stuff like Butuan don't have. Because they travel there for grocery sometime. But it's good there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of different places in the Phils, have you ever been to Palawan, Puerto City? It seems like a decent place and less natural disasters, apparently. Yeah, well, what we can do is they did just get hit with a little bit of that storm that run through, but you're absolutely right, Jeff. Hold on a second. Let's see here.
Our friend went there for a trip, and then they get stranded because of the typhoon.
Right.
Yeah. And there's a flooding area in Puerto Princesa.
Yeah, so they had some bad weather that ripped through there just recently with that last storm. Just making sure I got my map up.
Yeah.
There we go.
And it's very expensive too. Yeah,
it can be. I haven't been yet, so to kind of compare it, but yeah, no, but you're right, because as we talked about, a lot of the storms, how they roll in, they typically come in and roll into the north, and here's Palawan, Puerto Princesa out here. I have not been yet. I definitely want to go. So, but yeah, they typically avoid. But also, too, what can happen is you can get these storms that they build out here too, and then you're caught into that mix, right? So if you look at, let's pull up Zoom Earth. So you can get storms too that would be out here that would be wrapping around. And then you can get some bad weather that pulls in there too, but it wouldn't be like a direct hit, but it would be some kind of nasty weather. Because typically those storms, when they come through here and then they sit out here and then hit Vietnam, Thailand, or whatever. Yeah. So, but you're right. No, they can. They're not as susceptible. Or you scoot up just a little bit.
I'm just looking.
No, yeah, but come on up a little bit. That way I don't have to keep looking back. But yeah, they get a little bit of storm there. Not too bad though. Not like a Luzon.
Yeah.
Yep. Want to check it out, and then just kind of to compare it to the overall cost of living of stuff, right? Yeah. Really enjoyed your bike trip from Butuan to CDO. In fact, that's one of the 3 target areas. Yeah, I hope to live. What do you feed your co-host?
Because she's so helpful in all the videos.
What do we feed you? Lots of rice. Lots of rice. Otherwise she gets a little cranky. Right? I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. That way I just feel like my neck's getting stiff. I'm looking behind me. But yeah. It's she likes rice. She likes pork, chicken, fish, sea urchin, snails. Right? Seashells.
Oh, I miss those.
Huh?
I miss those.
Yeah, you miss the seashells, right? She misses the water. and the fresh seafood and stuff. We get there's some stuff here. There's still a lot that we have not discovered here. And
Yeah, I comment
Butuan.
about you that when we went to a place like Bais, we ride around like, what's there, what's there, what's there.
Right.
But here in Butuan, obviously we never ever ride, and then we haven't been there to that big public market.
Yeah, we haven't even been to the big
Yeah.
market yet.
And
Yeah,
then-
there's still a lot
Yeah.
I need to discover here. We rode around last night, but since we've been back, we rode a little bit. Had some damage from the earthquake when we were gone. As soon as we
Yeah.
left, freaking massive earthquake ripped
Yeah.
through.
So bad.
Yeah,
Too bad there's no Mother's Touch anymore in
I know.
Robinson.
Guys. So one of the things we love to do is go for a massage.
Yeah,
And,
especially when we go to a gym and run.
Yeah. We love to go to the massage, and there's a massage place called Mother's Touch here. It's typically they're deaf and mute folks, and but they do a phenomenal massage, man. They really do a good massage, and it's super inexpensive. It's like whatever 400 or so pesos, which
430 for full body massage.
yeah. Let me pull up my calculator just so I can convert that out. Here, 1 second. There we go. It's whatever, like $10. Yeah, $7.30 for a massage. That's 1 hour, right?
Yeah, 1 hour.
1 hour, $7.
Full body.
Man, that's so cheap. So we go to massages. We'll go get massages, whatever, 3 days a week sometimes.
So far, the good massage, Mother's Touch is in Bacolod.
Bacolod
The girl grabbed all my body.
You had a really good masseuse there in Bacolod. Really sweet girl. So, but then we learned same kind of thing with Messiah, right? A couple words works well. So this is thank you in sign, universal for sign. So we learned some of that.
Yeah, they appreciate that too, and they're like, and I was like, you're looking for something that connects to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that worked well. They lit up. I didn't know I thought it was like this at first. And then they were so upset with me.
Crazy.
Joke.
They're always like that because especially you give them tip.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, just being silly. We're trying to be silly. But yeah, no, yeah, that was good trip. Good times. Yeah. Where we're at. It sounds like an epic trip. Hopefully we'll meet up when I'm there in full time. Yeah, absolutely. Would love to. Reach out for sure.
We're here.
Yeah, we met a guy recently too.
Yeah.
And another neighbor guy on the street. We're out walking around, and he said,
your
"Hey,
subscriber."
Right? No, he said, "Hey." Well, he bought a couple. So he's from Florida, and he's a Filipino. They're him and his wife. They're down in Florida, and they're both nurses, which is very common, right? You have a lot of nursing school, a lot of medical training here, and then they go to the United States or wherever to make money, Dubai. So that's what they did, and they bought a couple of units here, and they're working in Florida. Saving up money so they can come back here.
He's very friendly. I thought, he's the guy that you know in Cebu, because he was like, "Hey, Chris, wait a minute."
Right. Yeah, we were just out for a walk,
Yeah.
walking around. We love walking around.
Yeah.
And getting out, especially around sunset. And this guy was driving by. Chris, yeah. So it was cool. No, it's fun. And yeah, I do enjoy meeting people. It's great.
Yeah.
And talking to people about stuff. We met another gentleman who's here in town, trying to figure out how to get out here full time. And he did his first scouting trip. And in fact, we talked about maybe shooting a video with him.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting. I think it would be an interesting topic or conversation for people. I don't like to do, not necessarily interview content, but that kind of stuff. But maybe we will. Maybe we'll shoot some of that just to kind of, because it is. I think it's a good story that because he's looking to move out here. He just did a scouting trip, so I think that perspective would be good. He's been watching a lot of videos and stuff, and yeah. So, anyways, yeah, we might do a video with him. All the honeys I chat with speak Bisaya. Yep. We do.
Northern Mindanao provinces speak like.
But do they
speak the same down in the? Yes.
Yes, it's all Bisaya. This whole region is Bisaya. Um, it is, the second largest dialect in the Philippines, behind Tagalog, and Tagalog is mainly spoke in Luzon. Ilonggo, actually, I don't think maybe it is Ilonggo as the dialect. Anyways, that's spoken Iloilo and Bacolod. But Bisaya is the central region here. And then Ware-Wares and Samar and parts of Leyte. But yeah, down in Davao.
Yes. Davao is, I've heard a lot from people that Davao is clean area or clean place.
Yeah, Davao seems great. We'll get down there.
And then, but it's more traffic and more big city. But
yeah, definitely a big city.
And it's prone to earthquake too.
Yep. A lot more earthquakes down there.
Yeah.
What's up, Troy? Good morning, man. Hope all is good. These guys are up in northern Negros. Yeah, we just missed them up and down Salvador.
Oh.
Yeah, beautiful up there. He rides a little, he's got a 300 rally, Honda the 300 rally. One of the bikes I was looking at before. Speaking of which, freaking EICMA is out, man. EICMA is out. So for those of you guys who know, EICMA is that big motorcycle week. They do it every year. I think it's in Italy, whatever. All the motorcycle manufacturers come out with their new motorcycles. So super stoked about that, man. Super stoked. BMW 450 looks amazing. Lots of new bikes out. Honda seems to be equipping a lot of their bikes with the e-clutch.
I've been watching motorcycle in YouTube, and then you fall asleep, and then I continue watching it.
Right. Lots of stuff out there now with new motorcycles going on. So yeah. Things are good. Things are going well. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys should get out riding, man. You're in a beautiful part of the area there of the Philippines. It's gorgeous up there in Don Salvador. How do locals survive the typhoons? Yeah, talk about that, babe. How do locals survive the typhoons?
In Leyte, it's very hard, especially same with my father. He's a fisherman. It's very hard because they can go out fishing.
Yeah.
So before the typhoon, they will go fish and save up money to have some food. In Leyte, it's not really hard than Luzon, but it's also difficult for like us. Especially now, they don't have electricity yet.
Right.
So it's very hard, especially when you're a fisherman. You don't have any job in government or something, because you can earn that. And then luckily now that we help them just a little bit for grocery, so they don't have to worry about that. And then it's very hard. But I'm happy and I'm glad that I have my father like right now, because he's really good in that. He's really good in
resourceful.
Weather.
Filipinos in general are really resourceful. Plus, too, with a lot of what they do is they have big families that are kind of spread out through all the country. And typically you've got an older child that's away, that's making money for the family and then sends money down. And it's kind of how they survive it. And then if there is an issue, then people can send money and move stuff around pretty quick. And they're just very resourceful and they're very adaptive. So if a storm hits or whatever, if they don't have power, there's like, whatever, bahala nasi Batman, or, they just kind of, they go with it.
Before, it's not really a big deal about electricity, but now it is, because about communication for the family.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here and then my family is in Leyte.
Right. Yeah, it's hard for people to talk. But right. But that's kind of just being resourceful and then being able to build up and then having big family networks. Yeah, on my trip through Mindanao, I was stopped at a military checkpoint. Soldiers with loaded M16s. I attribute it to the election, which was coming soon. Did you guys see these at all? So, you can go through military checkpoints quite often. And I remember the first couple of times I went through those, it was a pucker moment for sure, right? But now I'm just so used to it. They don't even bother me. I don't even think of them anymore. So yes, you hit them a lot, and the guys are friendly.
Yes,
they're super friendly. They talk and they chat, and they're not after us. They're not really there to create problems or chaos. They're looking for people, whatever, MPA or things like that. People who are there trying to cause harm. You can see them during election times. You can see
Yes.
them outside of election time. Just depends on where you're going, where you're at. I remember riding to Billy Ron. There's a big checkpoint there.
Oh.
When you first get on the island, and that's there, I think, no matter what time of year. So
But
go ahead.
It's big during election.
Yeah.
Especially because there's
But not only then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's they hire a hit and something.
Right.
Sometimes the what they called it, the checkpoint is not just for the paper, but to check the top bags, wherever it is, to check if there's a gun, something.
Right. Yeah. So it's just they're designed in a way that they're set up not to create problems for us, but just to kind of check to make sure things are safe. So I've been through, I don't even know, dozens of checkpoints, and every single one of them, with the exception of one, they were friendly, they were smiley, they were, hey, how you doing, sir? They just, like she was saying, they really just wanted to talk with me.
Yeah, they don't really ask the papers.
Yeah, they just want to talk and see what I'm doing, how I'm doing, what I'm up to, that kind of deal. But out of a curiosity standpoint, they're not looking for us. They're looking for NPA, is what I see. They're looking for that, but they see us and they want to chat with us. So that's how the mindset I would take on when you're going to those. And when I say the one guy was just, this was in General Santos. He was being a little more like he wanted paperwork and stuff like that. And he was not being friendly, but whatever. I mean, out of the dozens or so that I've been through, one was the only standout of that. But yeah, you'll see a lot of these. Don't worry about them. Just be smiley. And I know the first couple of times you go through them, they can scare you a little bit or spook you, but they're nothing to worry about. Now, I say that because there are ones, though, that you would want to worry about. But like if you're in a bad area of the Philippines, like the Zamboanga Peninsula or any of that, one of the strategies that they'll do is they'll have these fake checkpoints and they stop you. And now that's a problem, but that's only in a very small area of the Philippines. And you're probably not going to be riding around there anyways. Everywhere else in the Philippines, these checkpoints are completely legit and that kind of deal. And you'll know it. Like a lot of these military checkpoints too are coming in and out of cities. So those are completely normal. If you're in the middle of the woods somewhere in Zamboanga Peninsula and you're riding around and you see a checkpoint, that might be a bit of a big deal, but you're probably not going to be doing that. You're probably not going to be riding around that area to see that. And one of the things that I was told to look for in these checkpoints to know if they're fake or not are their shoes. Are they walking around in M16s in camos but in slippers?
Yes, that's what NP is, something.
Yeah. So or are they in boots? So anyways, I don't want to feed into the fear of it, because it's not. These are really normal, but there is just kind of an element of you want to be a little bit mindful. But anytime you're around someone with a loaded M16, you probably want to be a little bit mindful. But everyone's been great.
Just be respectful too.
Right.
And
yes, absolutely.
We went to Zamboanga del Sur and Zamboanga del Norte.
Yeah.
They're good there. The military just, you look cute, mom, because you ride a 2-bike.
A lot of people are shocked that she's riding too.
Yeah, they were like, and they're also shocked that you have a driver license, a Philippine driver license.
Yeah, Philippines driver's license. It's very important.
Yeah, and they're like, have a safe ride.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're good.
Yeah, so Zamboanga del Sur and Zamboanga del Norte. So that's the northern part of where we were at, and it's the southern part that you want to watch out for, right? Let's pull it up on the map so that way people are aware. Well, make sure we're giving people good information here. I know you're laughing at the way I pronounce it.
Yeah, you're just cute when you speak Bisaya.
Right. That. So, but here is where you want to, this southern peninsula is where we were at in Tapitan and Bacolod and Ozabis. These are all fine up here. Yeah. And this is technically too Zamboanga, but it's not showing. Yeah. It's not showing it on this map. But yeah.
Yeah, but it says it says that the province is Zamboanga del Sur and Zamboanga del Norte.
Right. So the northern part is fine. The southern part is not.
Yeah.
Always good idea to check with the United States State Department for that kind of stuff too. So yeah. Yeah, but very
We're
common.
late.
Very commman. Better late than never made it. What's up, John? And sorry, we're not too far behind in comments, but yeah. Yes. There's Odo.
Good morning from sunny.
What's up, brother?
Good.
Magandang umaga.
Good. It's sunny now.
Yes. Yes. Right?
It's the weather here is so weird because it will rain and then when you go out, it's dry. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god. I think they have air dehumidifier.
Yeah. It is really wild, actually. So it'll rain, and then you'll go look outside. Minutes later, the street's bone dry.
Yeah, it's so dry.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we compare to Leyte and here, we're happy that we're here in Butuan.
Yeah.
Because when the typhoon hit, we don't experience like no electricity at
Right.
all.
They're still out.
There is still, but at 3 a.m. and then 30 minutes. But unlike Leyte, that 12 hours, like no electricity until now.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, Butuan, super impressed with that. We had all day raining during that low pressure system and gusty winds, but not bad, right?
Yeah.
All day rain, gusty winds. The power bounced a couple times at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But then right back up.
And I think because of the tree fallen, remember?
It's hard to say, but in Leyte, if that would have happened, just an hour rain, we'd be out of power. We'd be out of power. So yeah, the power here has been really good. I'm super impressed with that. Regards from good Pomeranian.
The dog
He's watching too. Oh yeah,
the dog that
yeah.
you
That's great. Hope all is good there, man. Hope you guys dry out a little bit. What's up, Michael? Yes. How you guys doing, man?
They're busy.
Yes.
Busy from taking care of baby Mikey.
Right? Congratulations,
Yeah.
brother. Hope you're good. Yeah, we need to get together soon. I know you guys are busy and you know, new baby will do that to you, but congratulations, brother. Congratulations. It's really cool.
See you soon.
Yeah. Hope we can connect. Hope Mike and May are all well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, good for you.
All the new bikes that I can't afford.
I know, right? Same, man. I'm dreaming. Seeing all these new bikes that are out, and that BMW 450. Now, thankfully, that'll come out late 2026. But that looks like a really, really good machine. Yeah. Out of all the bikes, Kawasaki got the Kaylee 500, which looks great. It's very much like my NX, but a little more off-road capable. That looks really good. Yeah. So when I just look at Philippines bikes, like bikes for this region, bike for this area, that's a standout. Kaylee 500. The BMW 450 is a really nice one. So we'll see, guys.
Maybe 5 years from now,
right.
Our driveway will full of bikes.
Yes, it probably will be. Maybe what we can do is between now and the release of that bike is reach out to BMW, see if they're looking for any if they want to sponsor something. You can dream, right? You need more views. You need a channel that doesn't get your videos get 5 views. 5 people view your videos. Anyways, yeah, the motorcycle content doesn't do very well, but that's all right. I don't mind. I like shooting it.
Yeah, and you love it. You love motorcycle too.
I do. I love riding. I love motorcycle riding. And the drones. We got some new drones. Man. Mm-hmm. That was fun. That was cool doing that drone stuff in Bias, right? With the follow me feature.
Yeah.
I'd love to try to incorporate that.
And it's a very big jump for you too that you bought that new drone because you can see the difference with both.
Yes. No,
really
it does.
nice.
It shoots 4K 60.
Yeah. Your camera.
And the old one didn't shoot that well at all. The big jump from the 3 to the 5 as far as quality. No, you're right on there. Yeah, I'm with you, Troy. Lots of new bikes out. Thailand versus Philippines. Pluses and minuses. You know, I haven't been to Thailand yet.
Yeah, but I've heard that Thailand is good for like healthy. They're healthy there. They're more healthy food wise.
Yeah, better food.
And then infrastructure. But
Right.
for the people, they said that it's more it's nicer in Philippines because they don't speak in Thailand all of English. That's why there's high demand of English teacher there from Philippines because they want to learn or teach the students English.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos in my Facebook that there's a lot of Filipina teacher from here. They moved to Thailand for teaching.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for food wise, they're very healthy there.
Yeah.
I see this woman vlog, Filipina, living in Thailand now, that only 7-Eleven there sell some fruits.
So the 7-Eleven sells healthy food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she showed it, and then yeah, it's nice there.
Yeah.
But she said it's cheaper in I don't know, but she said it in video, Chiang Mai than the Bangkok. Bangkok is it's expensive than Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right on with a lot of I have not experienced Thailand myself, and I could just go being in this region though. You talk to a lot of people that have experienced both. You see some stuff on that, so. And that's kind of the overall kind of take on it, that, people who are here in the Philippines are here for the people and the scenery, and the people who are in Thailand are there for the more the living accommodations and the food. And how you can combat that here in the Philippines with the food is you just got to cook yourself. I think you could eat healthy, you could do all that, but it's more, I would say that's kind of the big jump between the two. Is Philippines is more independent living. You got to be good by yourself. You got to fix your own bike. You got to cook your own food. You got to, build your own house. You got to be that kind of person. While in Thailand, you could be a tourist and live like a tourist. You can go out to some of these really good restaurants, these really good coffee shops and that kind of deal. And freaking the Philippines, man, you got to do it all. It's really wild. It's really wild. Yeah, go ahead.
The similarity with those is that Philippines and Thailand is more religious too. They're really religious. The Thailand.
Oh, religious? Yeah. Well, both Filipinos are religious. Yeah,
that's a similarity.
But it's different. We got Buddhist versus whatever Catholic.
Yeah. But they also just because they're religious to Thailand, they're more on like. They're not really unfriendly or whatever.
Yeah.
But they just don't speak English.
The thing about that again, that's hearsay. I haven't experienced it firsthand. But the thing I hear a lot about Thai is that you're treated always as a tourist. They call you a Fanang or a Farang or whatever the hell it is. But they don't, like, Filipinos are curious about foreigners.
Yeah, and they're very
they're friendly. Like we're talking about, the freaking military guys are pulling me over to talk with me, right? They want to know that kind of deal. That wouldn't happen in necessarily Thailand.
Yeah,
they're not friendly, curious like that. That's my understanding. Again, not being there, right? So, and then Vietnam is very similar too, but maybe another scale up as far as the people aren't quite as friendly. But again, I need to experience those. At some point I will. But the Philippines is the friendliest part. But
we're known for being hospitable.
Yeah, hospitable. Yeah. Really enjoy these lives, Chris. Yeah. Wish they were long, like 3 hours. Thanks, brother. Thanks, man. Well, we try. I enjoy them. I enjoy the live streams. Honestly, I do. I think the live streaming it's just fun for me. I love answering the questions. I love, kind of figuring stuff out, talking with you guys. My videos are a lot like this. Honestly, just pick up the camera and shoot. I don't have scripts. I don't do any of that crap. Or not crap, but I just don't do any of that. I like a more natural, organic, and that's live streaming too. So I like the live stream format. I've got some ideas around live streaming that I like to do. I've mentioned this before. One of the things I'd love to do is get that freaking Starlink deal, strap that to the back of my bike, freaking live stream from my motorcycle while I'm riding.
And then our friend told us maybe mirrors will answer all the questions
That's
while
right.
we were writing.
That's right. She'd be back on the phone streaming through the comments. So it's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, I like, actually, I really enjoy live streaming. Yeah, you get a lot, and you just never know. You never know what's going to pop up, right? People and their craziness sometimes comes up in there, but that's fine. Whatever. People don't necessarily bother me at all, whatever. Yeah. If I run into a checkpoint, it becomes often a lengthy stop and interrogation, mostly because of my bike. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they're probably just chatting with you.
Yeah.
Jimmy TT, what's up, brother? What's up, man? Oh, this is gonna be our probably our Denagat partner. Welcome back, man. Welcome back to you. Hope all's good. Dude, I hope the bike's checking out. Yeah, I hope the bike is good and up and running. It starts up. Oh, too fun, man. Yeah, let me know what's going on. Would love to connect. We need to go back to Lete sometime over the next month for Christmas, month and a half. So we need to time that out a little bit. But other than that, we're kind of free. Don't really have a lot of plan. But yeah, need to get out, man. Denagat sounds great. You want to go to Denagat?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Jim, when you message him, he can't go to sleep. My God, he was like, "You want to go out?" He's walking all around.
Where can we go? Where can we ride?
Yeah, he's very excited. When he's excited, his mind is busy.
Yeah, my mind gets a raisin. Yeah. Nice, brother. Yeah, I hope the place checks out. Hope the bike goes well. Yeah. Hey guys, what's up, Kevin? Yeah, ¿cómo está acá? Huh? How are you?
¿Cómo está acá?
Okay, Ra. Yeah. Oh, let's stretch my legs for a second. Yeah, okay, Ra. Ikaw? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. My legs are sore, but I'm good.
Yeah, we did. We had leg day in the gym yesterday. So yeah, it was long. Hey, brother, I was wondering what size cutoff engine was it? See, why did I find out ferry? Pay like a car, and how much was it? So the ferry fees will vary depending on the CC size, like you're talking about. But I think it's different from the 1.6. So you can bring a liter bike, but you'll pay more depending on the size of the bike. And it might be 500 cc and below, or 350
no,
and below.
300.
Depends on the ferry.
Oh yeah, it depends on the ferry, because from Dapitan to Dumaguete, yours is expensive than mine.
Right, mine will be on most every ferry.
Yeah, 300 up.
300 cc up. Yeah. It's going to vary ferry to ferry.
Just depends.
It will depend, but it will, like on the ADV 160, which is what she's riding. How much different was it? Maybe 500 pesos or so?
500 pesos.
Yeah, and whatever. I think it depended on, Dumaguete was actually expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think for both of us, it was like, what, 6,000 or 7,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 2 bikes, it was like 6,000. I'm just going to say 7,000.
Because we will pay for like
aircon
something. Yeah.
Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it costs actually $118 for me to take the bikes from Dapitan to Dumaguete, which was wild. It's only like a 3-hour ride.
Yeah, they're very expensive there.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the more expensive ferries that I had from Dumaguete to Dapitan with the bikes. But anyways, normally you're talking about maybe 1,600 pesos, I think, for the bike. Yeah, which is like $30. I guess that's about right. Yeah, $30 or so, depending on the ferry. But you're right, it will jump depending on the ferry and where you're going. When you rode through Bios, were you lucky? You were lucky to not get taken riding without a helmet, dude, man.
Riding with the helmet, is it?
With the helmet, yeah, good catch.
Because we're the only because we're the only one with a helmet there.
Remember?
Yeah.
That was wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You'll see some towns like this, guys. You'll see some towns. I know a lot of people comment when I'm riding around with slippers and whatnot. It's very different here with the gear. And you'll see this. Yeah, Bios was wild like that. Nobody had a helmet. I mean, nobody had one. Yeah, Bye Bye was another town like that had no helmet.
And then when I asked, Kuya, why is it there's no helmet with people, or because there's one killing,
right?
So they want to know if the faces.
Right. So in Bye Bye, we asked her what was going on around that, and she said there was some shooting or something like that. So they actually prefer that you don't wear a helmet in Bye Bye Lete. Isn't that wild? So they can
say your face.
Isn't that wild? They don't want you to wear a helmet there. Wild. Yeah, I've been in a lot of stores too. You know, when you go into stores, typically you want to remove your helmet, which is common everywhere. I mean, I think that's just common sense. But you're right, Odo. We're lucky we didn't get ticketed for wearing our helmet. Yeah, nobody had one on. Not a single person. Speaking of weather, Uwan was my first typhoon. Okay, just missed us here, and so I don't feel like I've been blooded. Experiencing typhoons. Yeah. You know, so I lived in the Tampa area for quite a while, and I'd been around some low pressure systems, some hurricanes there. And, you know, the nice thing about those types of storms is they're slow moving, right? It's not like a tornado, which just kind of pops up and boom, you're in the middle of it, right? You can prepare, and, you know, and that's the key, is being ready, you know, having lots of food and water and that kind of deal, and evacuate if you need to. So, which that can be a little bit harder than, because things move slow here. So, you know, trying to get up and get out of town can be a little bit of a challenge, especially if the forecast isn't exactly spot on, which happened with Odette a couple of years back, right? So, but yeah, being prepared. That was one of the nice things that we had. That was nice for me in this last low pressure system that just went to the north of us, that caused a lot of problems in Cebu. But we had all day raining here. So it was good to see kind of how it was going to be. And so in our immediate neighborhood, we had no flooding. And I would say within a mile radius, there was no flooding. But, you know, there's definitely flood areas here in Butuan. And
Barangay Ampayon, Butuan City.
But we're away from that. So it's good. You know, just being prepared, having a plan. Yami Noob is all over. Yeah, praising all over the Honda 750 Hornet. Dude, I know, right? A lot of people are. Well, freaking Zach from Daily Rider, top of the leaderboard, right? Phenomenal machine. Might be one of the best bikes. Probably one of the best bikes 2025, 2026. Now, not a good bike for the Philippines. Your area, probably, but not mine. Mary Rose has heard me talk about that bike a lot. That bike looks amazing. Love to have that bike. I don't know if I'd want it here. I think it's too much bike. I'd get in trouble. That's a hooligan bike. But you know where you're at, you've got interstates and stuff, or in the West, the United States. Absolutely incredible bike. Yeah, no, I'm with you. That bike seems amazing. For here in this part of the Philippines, and that smaller displacement bikes. Or where it's at. The BMW 450 GS looks really, really good. Really good. But yeah, I've seen that video. Like I say too, check out Zach from Daily Rider. He top of the leaderboard, man, and I bet it'll win 2026 or 2025 Daily Rider for the best bike of the year. Yeah, it's a great bike, man. Honda's crushing it. Man. They came out with, they announced too at EICMA the B900, I think it is, with the superchargers. Yeah, and that might be a technology that they integrate with a lot of their bikes. They also too talked about how they got the e-clutch. What you talking about over there, girl? I see you over here smiling.
I'm just smiling.
Oh, your legs are sore. I squeezed her leg. Your legs are so sore.
I'm just smiling because every time I see a bike, oh, I like that bike.
Yeah, I do. Well, it's like the town, right? I like this town. I could live in this town. Very similar. But I do, I like a lot of bikes. But admittedly, this bike that he's talking about, though, while it is probably one of the best bikes that's been
Yeah.
out in a long time, and it's practical for a
Yeah.
lot of parts of the world, it's not really good for me where I
Yeah.
live. So it would be nothing that I would buy. But still, being something that I wouldn't buy doesn't change the fact that it's probably one of the best bikes out there on the market right now. Incredible value. So no, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Yes. My own Maganano Maga.
You know that. Magandang umaga.
Flying back to Africa in January and rent a bike there for a week. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds like a good trip, man. Oh, good times. Yeah, right around Africa. Good for you, man. Good for you. If I was doing vlogs, man, I would be on a bike with a camera and a drone too. Maybe I will do it. Yeah, I'm already edit and the shot video. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, man. Dude, live stream from the bike. Could you imagine? Freaking strap one of the Starlink things right to the back of your top box and then run power up to run from your 9-volt. You can live stream right from the bike.
We haven't really tried drone flying with the riding because Philippines is not really safe to fly a drone, especially there's a lot of wires. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is something that's on my radar. It is one of the things I was really excited about with the drone. But exactly as she's saying, a lot of times with these roads, because it is cleared out, the power lines will oftentimes follow the roads. And so you'll have lines going across, zig and zagging and stuff like that. And it isn't the best of places to fly a drone or in like the following mode, like following with you. But if there's a road that's one scenic and two isn't covered with power lines, I will be doing exactly that.
Yeah.
It was one of the features that I was really excited about with the drone. Good morning, Rome. ¿Cómo está acá? Yeah. What is your new drone? I just bought the Mini 5 Pro and the Mavic 4 Pro. Yeah, nice, man. I have a fleet of 6 drones that I use for aerial photography. Yeah, flying drones is my guilty pleasure. Will you do me a favor, baby? Will you grab the drone? Grab the 5 and the Avata. They're right there behind us. She's gonna grab the drone and I show you. I've been liking them too. Yeah, my neck is stiff from turning around. Yeah, so I just got the 5 Pro here. Love this little drone, man. Super stoked about this. And this was an upgrade from the 3.
Yeah, that's what they comment about your new video. Was like, it's 4K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's super good quality. I'm stoked about flying with this drone. Will you grab the Avata, baby?
Sure.
Yeah, so this one is really, really cool. Stoked about learning more about this. And then the other drone that I have that I don't fly too much with is the Avata 2. This is super fun because you can do perspective, right? You can do just kind of really, and it's really fun to fly, and you got the goggles and all that stuff. So, yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yes, I am a drone geek too.
Not just a drone, but camera, motorcycle, maybe all of them.
Yeah, no, I enjoy technology. I mean, that was my profession for a long time, right? You know, gear and technology. Come on up more, babe, so I don't have to look behind me.
You were like, oh. When I'm in Leyte, you were like, oh, I'll tell you something. And I was like, what is it? I was like, oh, I already bought it.
Oh, yeah, the 5. Well, I was going to get the 5. I knew it was coming out. I've been waiting for the 5 to come out because I had the 3. And, it's just a massive upgrade. And I've been waiting for it to come out for like 6 months. And then as soon as it came out, boom, I picked it up. I had some drama getting it here. I was like being scammed by freaking I don't know who was it, DHL? DHL Customs. They were like asking me for money. And I was like, screwed. I was like, you know what? Just ship it back to DJI.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up here in a store somewhere. And it took about a month or so. And finally, they just sent it to me. I was just like, man, I kind of felt scammy in hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. It was the DHL in Cebu City there.
Yeah, in Cebu City.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Just ship it back. Because they were going to charge me all these taxes and fees and stuff like that. I'm like, no thanks.
It feels scam because when you asked how much, they didn't say anything.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell me how much it was. They wanted all this information about me. I'm like, yeah, never mind. Just ship it back. And that went on for, like I said, over a month.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
yeah, we thought that we couldn't have that drone for travel going to Bacolod, right?
Yeah, the timing worked out where it showed up like a day or two before we were heading out.
Yeah.
But that took over a month. It sat in Cebu for like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird deal. Yeah. Thailand has bad reports lately, mostly because of the political situation there. Thailand seems to try to get rid of Farangs. Yeah, only the rich are welcome. Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think he's right on. Yeah, the way they got their passports or their visas set up now, it is catered more towards the wealthy. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? If I was that country or whatever, I would want the good people and not necessarily people who are there to create problems. So yeah, no, I understand. Hello, Chris from Hey Alan, what's up? Hello, Chris from Cebu. I'm thinking I'm burnt out of Cebu. Yep, traffic is crazy. I was in a cab headed SMC side. Yep, pushed me. The driver had pushed me onto the floor. Almost 3 accidents. Yeah.
Yeah, the riding is really bad. I get sick every time I ride a Grab.
Cebu is a great place to start, guys. Yeah. It is so great to start there. So easy. Stayed at Selenia for a year myself, right there in the Cebu Business Park. My buddy Fletch stayed right there at I can't remember the name of it, right on the mall. It's so easy to start there, but get out. Well, unless you want that. There ain't nothing wrong with living in Cebu, but most of us who get in Cebu and hang out and then start to see other areas of the Philippines realize exactly where you're at, Alan, where I was at, is that there's just better places to be. If you're looking for more nature, if you're looking for better beaches, if you're looking for better people, Cebu City is great. If you maybe if you're a little bit older and don't have physical capabilities, like, or if you need access to hospitals or medical care, or if you're just like, you want Western amenities, that mall life, if you want to wake up and, go to the mall and drink coffee and have restaurants and all that stuff. Look, I loved it. I did that for a year and there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't anything wrong with that. But the guys that I see that thrive there, that live there, that's the kind of life that they like. They just want to chill. They just want to sit at the mall. They want to watch people. They want good foods and restaurants and stuff like that, or good medical care. So, and they're usually older. And look, like I said, guys who want adventure, guys who like camping or whatever, those are the guys that you kind of see out in the provinces, that kind of deal. Usually a little bit younger. But yeah, and you can find, that's what I kind of discovering for myself. You can find some balance in that. You can look for these towns that are around 500,000, like where we're at Butuan, or a little bit bigger down in CDO. CDO and Cebu are just kind of almost, to me, are identical. Go out to Bacolod, where we just were at. That's whatever, 800,000. Or if you want the smaller towns, look at Bios that we talk about. Bios is an amazing little town. Freaking love that town. Or Dapitan, for a beach vibe. But so yeah, I'm with you, Alan. I'm with you. I was in the same place, lived there, loved it, but was ready to get out. And now that I've been out, I wouldn't want to live there again unless my older years, right? Maybe, right?
Yeah,
if I need more medical care.
Yeah, because it's more convenient there for like that. But for now.
Yeah, for now, I prefer to be out. Yeah, and especially too, I think, with the latest low pressure systems and the earthquakes, Cebu's kind of safe haven from a lot of that stuff is getting shaken.
Yeah.
Right? You've got earthquakes there, right? I wouldn't have want to been there for that earthquake. I mean, even though it was north in Bogo, people in IT Park were evacuated. They were standing out in IT Park for 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they've been there for the whole night, and then they got back in the hotel for like,
or their condo,
4 a.m.
not even their hotel. So for where we're at, none of that. We're just home. Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you, Alan. But a great place to start. Great place to kind of get yourself situated and set up, and then get out, check other areas.
We talk about that in one video, the pros and cons in Cebu.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, not bad for the right kind of for the right mindset.
Mm.
You know, you know, lots of dating, that kind of stuff you can do. Or if you're more into like the ladyboy experience, that's there. I don't really see any ladyboys out here, that kind of deal, right? So,
Mm.
anyways, that kind of experience. I'm not judging. That's why I just say it like that. That's more like one of the guys, right? That you know, he's into the ladyboys. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where
Yeah.
he lives. You know,
Yeah.
so whatever. Yeah.
Why only 3 hours all day long?
Yeah.
The live.
Right.
Why
Right.
only 3 hours all day long?
What's up, man? How's it going? Like the shirt? I know. I'm
I'm
not
not
shy.
shy.
I just don't like you. Freaking little fiery little Filipina.
Mm.
Yeah, too fun. Yeah,
Right.
Just saw your T-shirt out there. I know. That's great. What's up, Captain Ron? Yeah, dude, it's out there. Admittedly, I have not done much with it. Let's see. I need to pick that back up again. I'm actually paying for, I think it's like $20 a month or so for some language for some language services that I'm not even using. But let's see if I can find that. Where is that at, actually? Brother, I can't remember where it was. I will find it and I will post the link somewhere, either on and I'll do some work on it this week. But I do have it out there, Ron. It's out there, but it's just a shell. It's like maybe I'll do some more work on it this week, and I'll post it back out on the YouTube community post. I'll do some work on it that week, but it's out there on my Patreon page, I think, but it could be buried way back in some old post. But I've got like 4 or 5 things there, but I'll work on that week. I'll get it going. Yeah. Unfortunately, the 750 Horn is not available in the Philippines. Honda offers the Hornet 1000. I wonder if the 500's coming too. I thought I saw the 500, but maybe not. But you're right, 750 is not available. But like I was saying too, Odo, even if it was, it wouldn't be a bike that I would buy for where I live. It's not dude, I hardly get above whatever, 30, 40, 50 kilometers per hour. You know, that kind of bike, you know, you could ride the crap out of that. I wouldn't really ride it here. For me, the 3 to 500 cc is pretty ideal. And the lighter, the better. I really love this freaking scooter, man. I love riding a scooter. We ride that all over town.
Yes. And you're very excited about riding that after the maintenance. You were like,
yeah.
What's your comment? I was like, oh, it's more quiet.
Yeah.
After the
we just I mean, that's the other part too, is the maintenance on the scooters out here is so easy because they're everywhere. Maintenance on my bike, man, I got to freaking get down to Davao or go back to Cebu to find a shop that can work on it, you know? So, yeah, the scooters are really nice. I'd like to get, I like that bike a lot, but you know, the BMW 450 definitely has my eye. Thankfully, it's not available till later next year. But those smaller bikes to me are where it's at, given my riding and my riding style.
Yeah, especially you can really stand in the traffic.
Right. Yeah, a lighter weight kind of between 3 and 500 cc bike that is both more street biased, but it does have some capability off road is right up my alley, and that is the 450 GS. That is that bike. You know, it's not a dual sport, not at all. It's not like a 300 rally. You know, it's not that. It's more of a street bias adventure bike. The NX 500 is that also, right? More of a street bias adventure bike, but really it's a street bike. That's kind of what the 450 MT, the Himalayan, those are all those bikes. But the 450 GS now is a lightweight bike. And that really appeals to me a lot, man. I'm super stoked about that bike. Super stoked about that bike. Mary Rose is smiling because the bike buying talk, right? Yeah.
No, I'm just smiling because every time he see a bike, he was like, "Oh, I like that one." They have a KTM shop here that also sell a CF Moto, and every time we go there, "Oh, I like this bike. Oh, this bike, you can ride this. What's that?"
Yeah, they have that little cruiser.
Yeah, you were
CF Moto has a cruiser.
We will just buy this, and you can ride it. It's like, no.
Yeah. No, it's CF Moto's got a little cruiser out that is nice. I've seen some videos on it, some reviews on it. They talk about how the brakes aren't really that good, but whatever. Yeah. I do not ride expressways that often, once in 3 months, mostly ordinary roads like the ones you have in Mindanao. Yeah. I need a bike with passing power since overtaking can be difficult. Yeah, my NX is fine for that. And honestly, the scooter does well for that. The scooter is super torquey, man. It just freaking go. The 350 ADV would be good. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with passing power or torque on that. Even on the ADV 160, it's pretty good. Now, or the scooter would have problems if you're going fast, but this type of riding that you're talking about, the scooter's good.
Yeah.
And my NX is more than capable of that. Just drop a gear and go.
For a long ride, your NX is really good because I observe they're on my way when I'm following you. They just zoom. But when you're in their street, they move.
Right.
Unlike me, my God, I told him.
So a couple of things that I want to touch on of what she's saying that I think is important about the riding here is if you have a big bike, a bigger motorcycle, if you have a non-scooter, they give you more road respect. So they'll get out of your way and that kind of deal. Not always, but they give you a lot more road respect when you're on a bigger motorcycle. The other thing too that I want to touch on here that she brought up is kind of, I'm able, because the road conditions aren't always the greatest here. You can have potholes, you can have road construction and things like that. So having a bike with a little bit of a suspension is absolutely key and important here. The ADV 160 is probably the best scooter with suspension on it. That's why I recommend it. I think it's phenomenal. But there are some instances where it just it's not adequate. And that's what I like about my bike is the added suspension. On the NX, it's not an off-road bike. I don't have bunch of travel but as far as the roads and the suspension here, it's a big jump and a big difference. Yes. Yeah, I like that bike a lot. It's good. Yep. I was mentioning how I was considering Philippines to be big YouTube. Yeah, go ahead, babe. Would you make some more coffee?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, babe. I was mentioning how I was considering Philippines to be a big YouTuber. I watched and they said it's sad and rough because homeless children everywhere made them unable to enjoy. Are they exaggerating? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Especially now I was considering the Philippines to be a big YouTuber. I watched it. They said it's sad. Yeah, so the children, the homeless, honestly for me, what got me more than that too, and is the dogs and the cats, the street animals. Because you don't necessarily see a lot of street people. You do in Cebu. Like I remember there's naked dude walking down the road and naked chick too walking down the road. You got some naked people in the roads kind of deal in Cebu, but I don't really see a lot of that in Cebu or here outside of Cebu. I haven't seen it. But you do see a lot of like animals that are out, dogs with mange and dogs just that are in rough condition. And, I remember a kitten on the middle of the road kind of deal. And, so that can be a little bit of a challenge and you get used to it. You get used to it as much as you can, but that's an adjustment coming from the West is kind of the animals and people that can be in despair. But admittedly for me, I've seen more animals than I have people, thankfully, right? But it can be a little bit of a challenge. I've seen more of that in Cebu than I have anywhere else. I don't really see any of that here in Butuan at all. How bad was the super typhoon, Philip? For me, it was non-existent. We just had a rainy day and that was it. Just a rainy day. And then it was just fine. No really flooding. But it was to the north of us. You can pull up a map and I can show you guys kind of where that ripped through. So here we are in Butuan, where that blue dot, and that storm kind of ripped through here. north of us a little ways, and then ended up going through and causing some flooding. But we had a rainy day here, but like I said, that was really about it. Now, where thankfully here in my neighborhood there was no flooding, but as soon as you kind of got in this area, you can see the river here. A lot of flooding down through this area, right near the river, which is what happens. That's kind of why we moved out. So yeah, that was kind of the storm. So really not a big deal for us, but it was also to the north of us. It didn't run through, but for us it wasn't a big deal. But it was a big deal for other parts of the Philippines, of course. The traffic on Butuan was really good. Yeah. We drove back from Surigao Island and stopped for lunch at Robinson's Mall. Took a bypass road on the way back. It was smooth and fast yeah, brother. It is what I love about this town. It is, the traffic here is non-existent. It really is. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about that. And you touched on one, is the road layout. You've got this really big bypass road that runs outside that no one is ever on. You've also got some of these other roads that kind of run through that also bypass. We ride this road a lot. And then here's the main road. Now, let's see if we can pull up the traffic on that terrain. Yeah, so this is where it congests right around the mall. You'll get some congestion, but it's super light traffic. And then you've got this road here that runs north-south. What's that noise? Coffee. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks, babe. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good. But what they do, one of the things that they do here in this city that I think is absolutely key that makes the traffic so good is they really restrict the trike traffic. And trikes are those motorcycles with a sidecar kind of deal, right? And the trikes and the putt-putts. And the putt-putts, what those are the bicycles with a sidecar. Those restrict traffic big time. And if you live in a city that doesn't restrict where those can go, man, you are up for chaos and crazy. That was one of the things, honestly, I didn't like about Palempong, was because, dude, the trike traffic and the putt-putt traffic was just horrible. You couldn't really ride anywhere in just a small little town. Ormoc is technically smaller in population than Butuan City, but has worse traffic because of the trikes. Right, babe?
Yes.
Oh, wait, where's your mic at?
I turned off first, so I don't.
You have it off? Yeah, thanks, baby. I appreciate that. But yeah. So it's one of the things I actually absolutely love about. Yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of looking at the mic situation here. That I love about. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking the mics. Make sure we're good. That I love about this Butuan City is the traffic. Absolutely love that about this area. Yeah, you're right on, man. Right on. Yeah. Maple and mango. Yeah. Dude, are you guys vloggers? Do you have a channel? I thought you guys look like this one channel that I watched. They travel around. They just did Denagit. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I know. Appreciate it. Except by the Goodyear station, no light, a bit of chaos. Yeah. By the mall, the one traffic light that's there is where traffic can kind of build up a little bit, which is why we do that bypass road. But you're right on. It's one of the things that I really like about this area. My Mavic 4 Pro came with the RC2 controller. Yeah, Pro. Yeah. No, yeah, dude, I'd love to see it. Yeah, man. I saw that drone, I've seen that controller. So this one is the one that came with my new one, and it's a little bit better than the 3. The antennas are really good, but I've seen the controller that you're talking about, and this is my old one with the 3. Didn't have the antennas, but still a nice display. Yeah, man. I've seen that controller that you're talking about. It looks really good. Here's the 3, my old 3. Whatever, it's all right. It actually, surprisingly, it's an okay drone, but not nearly as good as the 5. just some really cool technology that's baked in here. Really big camera on the front, really good. But the Sabata, man, I don't know if you've ever flown one of these FPV drones. Dude, this thing is a trip to fly. I absolutely love that little drone flying around. You got your goggles here that you wear, and then you control it with this guy, you know? Dude, it's fun, man. I was flying this thing. I need to fly that thing more. It's really, it is a joy to fly. I was flying that thing through like benches and stuff, like shoot the gap between like a bench, because it's got prop guards, so you're not as worried about props hitting. And that drone's a blast to fly. Now, it's not footage wise, it's not nearly as good as the other one, but you know, but as far as actually flying a drone, that thing is a freaking riot. It is a riot, and it's a good time. I had my first shakedown in Cebu. Traffic enforcer took my license and informed me that I could drive to the station and pay a fee, or I could just, yeah, man. Yeah, Cebu, I got like 4 or 5 tickets in Cebu. 4 or 5 tickets in Cebu. And what got me was the dang left turn. You know, you could be at an intersection and make a left turn and then come back at a different time of day and try to make that same left turn. And right there is a damn enforcer writing out tickets. And they got, some of them are pretty well marked, but some of them, they got the little tiny sign, whatever, down the road that you can't even see that says no left turn during this hour and that hour. But yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Yeah. But the nice thing about the tickets too is that there's no computer system of it, right? They're just handwritten tickets. So they're not logging them. They're not tracking them. So, you know, pay the fine, move on. Either, pay there, which is a total scam, or pay it at the ticket agency and move on. But it's not like you get, like in the West, right? You get 4 or 5 tickets or whatever, and you can lose your license. They don't even track them here. So you don't have to worry about that, other than you have to pay a fee. I remember this one time I got a ticket, and then I look on the ticket where to pay it, and the place doesn't even exist. But thankfully, I was riding with a rider. I can't remember the name of the company, but anyways, I was doing a motorcycle taxi, and he got pulled over the very next day. And I showed the guy who pulled over. I was like, "Where do I pay this ticket at?" And he told me. So, yeah, Cebu City, man, is they try to make money on the tickets, both the local government as well as the individuals. But you want to be careful paying the guy. You know, it's illegal to kind of give the guys money, and sometimes, like, you know, this gentleman here is pointing to, that you get in the situation where they're asking for it. You got to be careful with that, because it is illegal. But yeah. What's up? Hello, brother Chris. Have you done any snorkeling or scuba diving yet? I've done some snorkeling. I shot a video on a place. I've only done it a couple times, but one of the places that I absolutely love, shout out to Jim from Living Overseas TV. He turned me on to this place here in Panglao, and it's called Napaline Reef, and I shot a video on it. Guys, this place is absolutely amazing. It is just freaking epic. It's right off the coast, right off the shore. I mean, you just kind of walk out and it's right there. Yeah, you can see this picture. Right there is the reef. It's just beautiful. So we did some snorkeling here and loved it. They got a big sardine pool, school there. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous, man. Absolutely loved Napaline Reef. But I haven't done much. It is something I want to get into. And I plan on doing more. But yeah, admittedly, I've only done just a little bit. I did go to Mole Bowl, but I didn't get out to do the sardine stuff there. But yeah, little more to come on that for sure. Yeah, thanks for your input, but you are right on. Yeah. I'm not sure what we're referring to. Could be a couple of things: Vietnam, Thailand, all of it. Looks like we're about a half hour behind. So, but yeah, continue dropping and spitting. Yes, brother. Amen, man. You rock. These nature vlogs. That's what Philippines all about. Yeah. No, I enjoy that stuff too. And admittedly, it's not the most popular kind of content that's out there with the Philippines vlogging stuff, but whatever, man. I don't know, this is fun for me. This keeps my mind engaged, keeps me busy. And I enjoy it. I enjoy the stuff. I enjoy cinematography and photography and flying the drone stuff. I do. I get a lot of motorcycles, so it's fun. Yeah, didn't come. Oh, Salamat kayo, baby.
I'm making my coffee too.
All right, sweet. Thanks, babe. How's your microphone? Is it still off?
Off.
Yeah, okay. Let me know when it's back on. I want to check it to make sure that we're good. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But look, there's nothing wrong with hanging out in Cebu and being there, or Manila, whatever. And it's the right place for certain individuals. I met guys who, look, they're not into camping, right? They're not into the outdoors. They're not into the kind of the rough living that can be required to be kind of outside. They need all those amenities. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. There is nothing wrong. And if that's you, BGC, Makati, Manila area is perfect for that, as well as, the business park or the IT park in Cebu. Perfect for that, right? Me, I like a little more of the adventure. I like riding around. I like exploring and seeing things. And what you could do is also be in one of those areas and then get out and explore, right? And that's where Cebu City comes into play because of its central location. You could do a lot of that, right? So yeah, all good. Continue rocking your content. It's much needed. Have a prosperous day. Assalamu kayo. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Bro, you want to ride a General Santos? You didn't make it down there? Yeah, I can't find your video on that. What was the name of the expat restaurant you interviewed? So he's not there anymore. And that was right next to a Red Doors that I stayed at, kind of near a mall that's being built up. It's just a strip restaurant. I think it is General Santos or something in the video title, but yeah, General Santos was fine. That's kind of where I got the one bad army guy, but whatever. The people there were friendly. The mall was nice, brand new modern mall, and they're building another one. General Santos looks all right. The problem with General Santos is one second, is you can't, the one area that a lot of people talk about that you can't go to is this area, the Carabato. That is an area, so you can't, your only way is just, you're limited. I feel like you got to just stay in the city. Like, and then also too, this bay is a little bit polluted, I think. Like people were like, yeah, we don't want to swim around here. So yeah, I just didn't, there's better places to be. But yeah, friendly locals and an area where not a lot of foreigners go to, for sure. But Jim, Mate to me was better beaches, friendlier people. I like Mate a lot more than I like General Santos. Let's pull that back up. Yeah, I really love Mate. I know both you and I love Mate. Yeah, right down here. I can remember that, brother. That was gorgeous down there. And then you got some nice roads, gorgeous scene. When we drove that whole coast, about 45 minutes, an hour in. Yeah, right through here, just really freaking epic and beautiful road. Really cool coastal road right down through here too. I don't know. Mate seemed really good. Mm. And I don't know, did you ride up through the mountain? This mountain pass? Yeah, maybe that wouldn't be. But right through here might be kind of cool. Look at that, man. Right through here. That'd be nice. Anyways. But yeah, General Santos was okay. Definitely whatever. It's okay. I just, like I said, the surrounding area to me was questionable. Let me check the mic. Yeah, you're back on, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I turned it off because I make the coffee.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. No, good call. Thank you so much for doing that. Me and my OCD.
You can hear it because the door is open, but I'm making the coffee.
Yeah, no worries.
We have the manual coffee grinder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it, actually.
Yes, I like it too.
Yeah, we like coffee.
Before you were like, I like coffee.
Yes.
No, we like coffee.
Yes, we do. We basically get whole bean coffee. Why don't you grab that grinder real quick, babe? Thank you. We get whole bean coffee and then we grind it up with the grinder and make fresh ground coffee every day. But bought this on Amazon. I'll see if I can find I don't have an affiliate link, but I'll get one. I'll get because anything on Amazon I can link up for an affiliate link for you guys. But this guy is super cool, right? It's we take it. I take it with me traveling too.
Yes.
Like this comes with us in our travel, and then it's just a grinder, and it's a good grinder, right? Like it's a real grinder. You can and then here's your coffee reservoir where the coffee fills in.
Yeah, you're very picky with the grinder because when we're looking at the mall, we're like, no, I don't like that grinder because you want a specific grinder that's really good.
Well, so one of my many jobs, I worked in the IT industry since the late 90s, but granted I was almost 30 years old. But one of my many jobs I worked in a coffee roaster. So I used to roast coffee. So I working in that job, I know a little bit about coffee, and whatever. But the thing that makes for good fresh coffee is freshly ground coffee. Once you grind the coffee, it stays fresh for whatever, a day or so, if that, unless you can really seal it. So what I like to do is get whole bean coffee. And the other thing about whole bean coffee versus ground coffee is you know what you get, right?
Yeah.
When you buy ground coffee, and that was one of the things we did when we roasted, is we would put garbanzo beans in the coffee to add weight. So coffee is sold by the pound. So if you can add stuff to the weight of that, so garbanzo beans would be whatever, half the price or maybe even 70% cheaper than a coffee bean, and they would add weight to the coffee. So they would add garbanzo beans. So it's not a lot, but you'd mix it to the blend, right? So you would add, let's say you add 10 bags of coffee of different beans from all over, you would add 1 bag of garbanzo beans to that coffee. So anyways, the nice thing about getting whole bean coffee is you're not getting garbanzo beans or anything else that's added to the weight of the coffee that isn't good. So yeah. So yeah, I've been around coffee for a little bit. The long of it.
So I have coffee. I love coffee before, but it's difficult coffee like 3-in-1 with my dad.
Yes.
We drink a lot of coffee since I was a kid. Then I stopped when I was in high school because I got stomach upset, like this hyperacidic.
Right.
And then that's when I stopped coffee. And then I start to love coffee again because of you, because you want to be in a coffee shop with me, and then you don't want to just drink alone.
Right.
So, and then when I start drinking this coffee, just pure coffee, it doesn't bother my stomach as long as I eat like banana and then
have a little breakfast with it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good coffee. And the 3-in-1, it's sugary crap.
And then I also observe it will give you headache.
Right.
Yeah, with a 3-in-1 coffee. But this one is really good.
Right.
Not until you will drink coffee right in the lunch, before lunch.
Yeah. If we go, sometimes we'll make a mistake. We've done this a couple of times now.
Yeah.
We'll have our morning coffee and then we'll go over to Robinson's and whatever, we're meeting people. It's an easy place to meet people at. And that's both times that we've done this. We're meeting people. And then we'll go to Robinson's and have an Americano without more food. And then it gets our head a little bit.
Yeah. And then when we got here, my body is kicking. So I asked you to run.
Right.
So after I'm sweating, I feel good. So yeah.
Yeah. So I like the coffee that we have here. Just whole bean coffee that we grind up and then do a pour over. We do just a pour over. And it works out well.
I like the hazelnut. It smells so good.
It's good. And then like I said, we travel. We take it with us on the road and travel with it. Yes, you want to ride. So Jim wants to ride down General Santos, the restaurant. Yeah. How is YouTube going in terms of revenue? Is it profitable? It is not profitable for me. Yeah, it's not really profitable at all. Let's see what I can show you guys on that. If I can show, basically, I think I have it on my phone. No, you're good, babe. I'm just looking here. It doesn't really show revenue. So let's see more. So in April, I'm just kind of looking through this here. Watch page ads, revenue. Yeah, I think I could show this. Yeah, I could show this. That's not a problem. Let's, hold on. I'll just pull it up here. Share this tab instead. And add the stage. Just let me look at this real quick. I think this is fine. So you can see here, here's kind of, looks like the last 365 days of revenue. So in April, I made $92. In May, I made $116. June, 125. So yeah, it's a couple $100 a month. I did have a good month in August where I made 1,000, but that was because I had one video that came out that popped out into the lot. But you can see for the rest of the year, it's only $100 or so a month, right? And honestly, guys, it costs much more than that to run the channel. Much more than that. I mean, the software, the hardware, all that crap is expensive. That freaking drone's $1,000.
Yeah.
And that's one of the 3 of the ones that I have, right? So I did a cost on there. I think it cost me around $300 to $500 a month to run the channel, and I don't make that. So I wanted to share that because a lot of people talk about the money side of YouTube, and this channel just isn't profitable. Now, there are channels that are profitable. However, you got to know your niche. You got to know your genre. And, you know, a lot of times I feel like I'm a freaking Mormon boy in the Las Vegas Strip, right? You know, and I just, my niche and genre, I'm different than that, you know, meaning what sells in the Philippines genre is young girls and, you know, dating and that kind of deal, right? If you look at the real successful YouTubers, not all of them, but a lot of them, it's that kind of content. It's girls, it's dating, it's, you know,
they make drama for views.
I call Jerry Springer content. I just don't want to do Jerry Springer content. Jerry Springer content gets Jerry Springer viewers, and no thank you. There
are some vlog too that's very scripted. They make issues, so the people were like, oh, what's the issue about?
So can YouTube be profitable? Absolutely. Would I suggest anybody coming to the Philippines to try to make money on YouTube? No way, brother. No way, man. I just wouldn't do it. Do it for fun. Do it for a hobby. That's what I do. It's you know, it's just for fun, man. If I make a penny on it, great. If I don't make a penny on it, not a problem. You know, but there's a lot of costs involved. Like I said, I had to update my editing software. That was $40. I've got, you know, licensing for my web page. I've got URLs, you know, all that domain that I've got registered. Cameras and equipment and so on. And so that if you want to do travel stuff, you got all your accommodations and stays and, you know, it's expensive to run this channel is expensive to do what I do. Like I said, it costs around $300 to $500 a month US. And as I showed you, I don't make that at all, but whatever, it's fun. I enjoy it.
And one of the good side of your video too, even though you don't make a lot of money, you don't attract chaos or you don't attract problem to your situation, especially you're a foreigner, because there are people that shows off the Filipino, and what if they will get a case with that they don't want to be showed in the camera. That's also what you also caption in your YouTube, that if there's someone in my YouTube that don't want to be showed, you can just message me. So that's also what I love about your video, because it's different than other.
I got to be you got to be mindful. You got to be respectful of people here. And I think that's the thing that a lot of guys just don't quite understand about the culture. You got to be very respectful here. So, but yeah, for fun. Do it if you want to do YouTube. Fine, just do it for fun. Have fun with it. Have it be a hobby. Have it something that keeps you engaged. But know that it's a lot of work and a lot of cost. You know, licensing for music. You know, you just name it. There's all kinds of costs that are associated with running a channel like this. Yeah, that's a setback for big bikes. Also for Yamaha, you need to go to a dedicated service shop. That's the time I use the expressway to go. Yep, yeah, bought a bike Luzon is better. Yeah, Odo, for me, if I want to use a service shop, I gotta go back to Cebu, which is doable, honestly, because so there's a port. Nasapit is about is about a half hour away. And then I could ride a ferry, an overnight ferry to Cebu, and I could be in Cebu like that. So technically, it's not very far for me because I just have a half hour ride. Or CDO, or I'm sorry, yeah, CDO would be an option. They actually do have a big bike shop. That's a couple hours away, or Davao City, which
Davao.
definitely can do. So yeah, that's one of the challenges about being out. Traveling to General Santos soon. Yeah, anything you'd recommend for a 30-year-old?
35-year-old.
Yeah, Kevin, sorry about that. I do a 22-second or 30-second time lapse on that if you try to reply back. So I apologize for that. It just keeps people from spamming the channel, right? Like they can't do. So I apologize for that. Let's just see if I can scroll down and see. Did you? I don't see if you kind of added to that or not. But yeah, so if a 35-year-old in where am I at here? Where am I at? There we go. Yeah. Anything you'd recommend doing for a 35-year-old? Well, it just kind of depends what you're up to. If you're into going to clubs and stuff, they're there. I remember chatting with a guy in my video. He talks a little bit about the nightlife that's there. It's there. So yeah, just keep your head on you. You know, be respectful, but you know, you can do nightlife stuff if you like I was saying before, the thing about General Santos is you pretty much are in the city. You don't necessarily want to be going, especially don't go to the north and explore out. Just because, outside of there, it's not the most foreigner friendly place to be. And it might even be dangerous. I don't know. I err on the side of caution on that kind of stuff. I think there are a lot of great places to go. In some of these regions, I just stay out of if they have any inkling of like the U.S. State Department says no go and that kind of deal. So yeah. Anyways, stay in the city, have fun. There's malls and stuff to do. Nightlife is there. Check out the town. Lots to do in Davao, which is whatever an hour or so away. That kind of deal. So yeah, not bad. I mean, Luzon is better in terms of servicing big bikes. Yeah,
Yes.
you guys have a lot of options there versus kind of being out and about. Alan, question. I rented a bike on Bohol and I was going down the road and someone came within 6 inches on the left side of the handlebar. Have you experienced this? And also how to come over this? Yeah. So I have. It's different riding here, Alan. It really is. It's different. People are going to get close to you on the bike. You want to ride with what I call good radar. You want to be aware of what's going on. You want to be defensive riding, but not overly defensive. Yeah, just be out, be aware of what's going on. If you get in a situation where cars are getting too close, or a car, just pull over and let them pass, let them go around you, or speed up, so slow down or speed up, depending on what makes the most sense. Watch out for freaking what are called V-hires, these little white vans. Those are notoriously really bad. Or big buses. The big buses can also be pretty bad. But yeah, just get off the road, man. Most of us aren't in a hurry to go anywhere. If you get in a section of like bad traffic or bad drivers, freaking if accelerating doesn't make sense to get beyond them, then just pull over and chill out for a minute. Hang out.
You comment about that to me because I was like,
Right.
I'm right, and you were like, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It matters if you get accident or not.
That's right.
You told me about that, and I was like, okay. because there's a lot of people coming into my right or left, even though I signal that I will go right, but they come into my right. But yeah, you're right about that, that you should be also cautious about the people around you because they call that here potato rider.
Yes.
I told you that.
Camotas.
Yeah, kamote rider.
A sweet potato.
Because they're Filipino in general. They're like jung 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 jung. You can see a lot that in Cebu. Even my
Yeah.
middle brother will be shocked because my middle brother says,
They're
"Oh my
camotas.
God, yeah,
They're sweet potato. Yeah, so just being careful, and
Yeah.
as she's saying too, even if you are in the right, like
Yes.
you're following the laws and you're driving as you should be, it doesn't matter if you get killed in an accident. You know, you'll be a dead right person.
yeah,
So just be careful, be cautious, drive super defensively, but not overly defensive. Overly defensive, because I'm warning her on that too a little bit. You know, if you're riding, you got to go with the flow. You know, you got to ride with the flow of traffic. Be aware of what's behind you. You just got to be a good rider and be aware.
I've learned a lot from you when riding too. When there's a lot of car coming,
Right.
before the beep, I even move.
Yeah.
And they
Yes.
know that
Right.
that we give space for them and we give respect, and then they horn twice to thank us. So I
Yeah.
really like it.
So we'll ride. I typically ride a little bit slower than the average traffic. And then, so what she's talking about are when cars are wanting to pass us, we'll just get way over to the right.
Yeah.
We'll put our turn signal on, like to the right, like we're way over.
Yeah.
And then if there is, multiple lanes, I try to ride in that. It depends, because sometimes that right lane can be either debris, drying
Yes,
rice,
it
other
depends.
vehicles. So I usually ride in either in the right part of the lane if there's two lanes, but in the left lane, if that makes sense. You got three parts of the
Yeah.
lane. You got left, middle, and right. That might be flipped around on the camera, but anyways, you got three parts of the lanes there, and I'm usually in this right part of the lane. And if there's two lanes, right, I'm usually here or here, like I'm kind of near the lane line, not the center
Yeah.
line, but if that makes sense at all. That's kind of
Just
how I
move
ride.
around. Yeah.
But it's an adjustment. But I actually really enjoy the riding
Yes.
here and the riding on the roads. It makes sense. You don't have the laws like you do. Like you can just ride here. Lane filtering, lane splitting, whatever the hell you want to call it, is completely doable and acceptable and needed. So you can just ride here. I don't.
And just like what you said, people in general don't really do that. They don't give space because they were like, "Oh, we got here first."
That's
It's
right.
just,
That's right.
So, and I was like, I've learned a lot from you riding. So, and that thing, a lot of core were like, "Oh, they're good because we know how
Right.
to handle that." And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there are a lot of bad traffics. We can avoid that, but we just have to avoid to cause accident. Just like in going to Bacolod, remember, I told the car that I will go here, but
Right.
he do that. Remember, you were like, "What the hell is going on with that car?"
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he
They're
didn't.
blocking you
Yeah,
from going
he
around.
didn't want me to pass. But
Just
I was
chill,
just
man.
like,
We got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're retired. We're just chill on the road. That's kind of what the mindset that I have when I'm riding.
Yeah.
Just be on the road, be chill and relaxed.
Yeah. Don't get pissed because that will cost you trouble.
Yeah. Yep. Also, people don't realize the roads in the Philippines are a lot times better than the West. Yeah. No, it's a mix. It's a mix. The roads were a surprise for me when I got out here. I was expecting more dirt, mostly paved, good road conditions, but you can hit some potholes and stuff. And then you can have lanes just absolutely freaking disappear. You can have a freaking telephone pole smack dab in the middle of the lane, like I've shot in some videos. Lots of you can have freaking carabao come up on the road, cows and dogs,
Goats.
and goats.
Oh yeah.
So it's just different obstacles. Plus, too, the speeds are a lot slower here. You're riding a lot slower, so you can't really ride fast. Yeah. It includes provinces.
My province.
I was thinking you may want to turn on a cursor highlighter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good idea. All right. Yeah, I can look at that. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Turn on a little beeper, a cursor highlighter when I've got the map up so you can kind of see what I'm pointing to. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, the little circle cursor showing the things to others. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Kevin. I'll look into that when I'm doing my live streams, especially we do more of those. I do enjoy the live streams. I like them. You know, this is the first time you and I have kind of done a joint one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but or you popped in a lot, but you've been involved in this one a lot more, and I like it. It's, you know, we can chat about stuff together and whatever.
Because sometimes too, I don't have anything to say. That's why I just say yes.
Yeah, no, you're good, and it helps me out too, because it helps them out because you get a different perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's good. Yeah. How much can I expect to pay for a bike, Honda or Yamaha, in real good condition? It doesn't have to be best or brand new. Well, Philip, if you're looking for like the Honda ADV 160, it'll cost you 165,000 pesos. And that is that is $2,800. That's exactly how much it'll cost you for that.
Yeah.
That's brand new. And surprisingly, used isn't much cheaper. That's why. Go
the
ahead.
cheaper is 120. I mean, the second hand is 125,000.
Well, that's how much we paid for ours. But baby, I've seen them almost go for the exact same price as brand new. It's part of the culture here too. You don't get stuff for cheap. They're gonna charge you the premium. That's why I just bought new.
Maybe it's just that area in Bais.
Yeah.
In Bais, I saw that 125,000 for a Honda White secondhand.
Yeah, it's very rare. You can look on Facebook Marketplace, but when I was looking to buying used bikes, it was like I was saving maybe a couple $100 buying used, and that made me think, well, why the hell would I buy a used bike when I can get a brand new one for a couple bucks more? And so I would just look for yourself, but that's kind of what the brand new Honda ADV 160 costs, is 165. Now my NX is 410,000. So if you're looking to buy the motorcycle that I have, the NX 500,
almost 7,000.
it's 410,000 pesos, which is almost 7,000 pesos or $7,000.
Yeah, it's better to get a new and than the second hand, because it's just
buy new. Because the other part of the culture is they don't take care of crap. So they might not change the oil, they might not change the air filter or any of that stuff. So I would buy new. You know, just unless you're a mechanic and you're mechanically inclined, then you know, whatever, if anything fix or breaks, you can fix it yourself. Then you can probably maybe find some good deals out there. But look around. Facebook Marketplace would be where you would look for that.
And don't you ever get a cheaper scooter, because it's not really good. I ride a click during my driving lesson. The brake is not really good. And then the suspension. The ADV is really good. And like this bad road in summer, it's really good suspension, because I just go.
ADV is probably the best scooter out there on the market today. It really is. It gives you that, like she's saying, it's got dual Showa shocks in the back, which give you better suspension. And then the front also has a Showa shock in the front. The other ones that click, the Yamaha, the X-Max, they just don't have that. They're better for street. And you need a little bit of suspension on some of these roads. You really do. The PCX, even Honda PCX, is very similar to the X-Max or the N-Max, whatever. I get the X-Max and N-Max confused just because I'm not really a Yamaha guy. Well, I like all motorcycles, but with the ADV that's out there is really kind of your best bet. The Suzuki, really, what do you call, Bergman, I think is also a pretty decent value. But again, you just don't have suspension on that you do. But buy new if you can. There's something else. Oh yeah, another price if you're looking for a motorcycle. The Himalayan, I think, is 360,000, as well as the CF Moto 450 MT, and so that's $6,000 US for the those couple of bikes. But yeah, Drones. I still have my Mavic 4 or Mavic Pro from January 2018. Beautiful drone, man. Those Mavic Pros are amazing. Yeah, really good quality. Yeah, I use a monitor and Epson smart glasses. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good for you, brother. That's pretty cool. That's one. That Mavic, man. I went with the minis just because of the 350 gram. I think it is the weight requirement. But admittedly, I started in the United States, so that was really kind of key, is to make sure that I had a light enough drone. And then when I moved here, obviously, whatever I thought about getting the 3S because it is a bigger drone, and the drone, it's a little more lax here as far as the regulations. So, but I went ahead and just stuck with the Mini 5 Pro just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Yeah. You've snorkeled and free dive there. Yeah. The Napoleon Reef.
Yeah, it's really
awesome.
nice there.
Yeah, really.
There's
really
a lot
good
of
there.
fish. It feels like home.
Yeah. No, Napoleon Reef was gorgeous there.
I told you we should get a fish nets here.
Fishnet? Yeah. Your dad would be all excited to be there.
Yeah.
He's a fisherman. Yeah, it's morning. Good to see you guys you guys are having a ball. Yeah, man. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Hope all is well. Yeah. I'm
a driver, not a rider.
Yeah, driver, not a rider. I should learn more Southeast Asia. Oh yeah, sorry, your legs are done. Even though I'm 65, can you put the scooter's really description so I could see if they're available here in Thailand? Yeah, the ADV 160. They are available in Thailand. Yep, but that's a great bike. Let's see if we can. Let's see here, Honda. Philippines. I can just show you real quick, probably. Product. That's 1 second here, guys. Okay. Add to stage. So here are the bikes. Here is the Honda website in the Philippines, and these are the scooters that you have. Yeah, these are just too small, man.
Yeah.
The front tire is too small. I feel like a freaking, I feel like I'm in a circus, like a whatever polar bear on a tricycle.
Not good for a foreigner.
Yeah, these really
Filipino
aren't.
size.
These really aren't. So once you get out to page 2 here, yeah, so you got the PCX, which I talked about, which I don't know, man. It just doesn't. I would just go straight for the ADV. Yeah, and here's the 350 that's supposed to be out.
It's out in what you call that, in Cagayan, remember?
CDO, they had it? Did they have the 350 there?
Yeah. You even said to me that should we sell your 160 and get this one?
Yeah. No, it's
it's bigger.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but look at the price of that, man. I mean,
I can tell that it's upgraded because when I ride it, when I sit on that 350, it's upgraded. It's bigger.
Yeah. No, it looks nice, but at this price, though, to me, it's like, well, why not just buy a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Because at 410, you got my bike.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the bike I would recommend right here, ADV 160.
Price is it depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
Because there it's 167, but in like provinces or
this might be 2026 now or 2025.
Oh, okay.
So they might be selling a little bit older model.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, this is the bike I would get right there, guys.
Yes.
It's just it's the right tool for the job, and it really is. I've talked a lot about this before. It's like running. Like if you're a runner, you wouldn't want to run a 5K with cowboy boots, right? You'd want to run a 5K with running shoes. That Honda ADV is the running shoes for the Philippines. It really is just a perfect bike for most of the country, not all of the country. So it really does depend on where you're going. But if you're going to be, outside of Manila area, that is the bike to get, man. It's a really good bike. Go ahead.
At first, I thought it's really big for me. Like, I don't want to ride it. I told you, I want a smaller bike.
Right.
But when I ride it more and more, the summer, the road there, I was like, if I ride a Honda Click, the Honda Click will be broke. The front will be broke because of the road there in summer, and I've read a lot of rough road than you road because my home is rough road, right?
Yeah.
And it's really good. The suspension is really good, the brakes are really good.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah. Just you had to get used to it.
Yes, I'm used to it now.
Hmm.
They're really good.
Yes. What's the city like
Here.
we're going to today? Going there today. What's the city like?
What's the city like you're in?
Yeah, the city Butuan.
Butuan.
That's great. Great little town. I dig it.
Mm.
Whatever, almost 400,000, I think, the population. Couple malls, big grocery stores. I dig it. I like it a lot. I like Butuan a lot. I like it a lot. I do. Good morning from Davao City. Yeah,
Ooh.
day 2. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Good for you, Jeff.
You should go to that lake. I don't know what's they call it. It's nice. It's lake something.
In Davao?
Yeah, there's nice lake there.
Ah,
I've
okay.
seen a lot on TikTok,
yeah.
and I wanted it. I save it for a travel plan.
Oh,
I'll show
nice.
you.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Deval's great, brother. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, hope all is well there. So I know that. So the road that we were gonna take from here to Davao through Butuan had that massive landslide, right? Remember Kenneth and Carol were talking about that?
Yeah.
And so yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if that's still down or not, but yeah, no, it looks good there, man. Yeah, good for you, Jeff. Hope all is going well down there in Davao. Exactly what is sad. Yeah, I don't remember, brother. 906, 930. Yeah, we're behind. YouTube becomes profitably easier once you do Philippines bashing. My personal eyesore. Negative sales. Yeah, negative sales. You gotta sell sex. You gotta sell. You know, I get uncomfortable with that kind of stuff sometimes. You know, I don't know. It's you can make money. You can make money with YouTube. Guys make money with YouTube for sure. It's just it never was my priority. My priority has always been an outlet for me and a way to keep myself engaged mentally. But yeah, guys make money. You know, you can. It's just that's a road, dude. I think that once you start going down, you're just going to build an audience around that, and then you've got drama, and then you've got problems, and then it's short lived. You know, it's short. You know, like freaking Jasper. You know, just I don't even know, man. Is that guy even still doing stuff anymore? Right? You know, and then you get burnt out. You get burnt out dealing with that drama, dealing with that Jerry Springer type of way of being and living. No, thank you.
Not just foreigner, but also a Filipina. They show off just to have views.
Right.
Like I told you, there's a girls out there that they will show off their body, show off their whatever, so they can gain views from the foreigners or whatever their thing is, because they think that showing off their body a lot more to click. And a lot of people comment about that you about showing me off, and I was like, no, it's not like the one that we celebrate our anniversary and I'm in that.
Oh yeah, and you're in the G-string.
Yeah, no one. I'm in a bikini, and then but that's different because I'm not.
You like that. Yeah, that's the kind of swimsuit you like to wear.
Yeah, and that's
but
also we're in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
No, we're in a swimming pool. It's different too. I'm like, so yeah, that's Filipina. There's a Filipina like that. They're making drama,
Yeah, we try to stay away from that crap, man. I'm uninterested.
And they also talk about shit about other people, even lies, so that they can have more views.
Right. Admittedly, sometimes though, because people will get on the live streams, someone a couple times had commented stuff. There's people who like to stir drama and create chaos, you know? And anyways, I don't know, man. Teach their own, man. Yeah. A lot of ways for me, I just feel sad for people that's their life, you know, that they're just about drama and chaos.
Yeah, and I'm so surprised for you, because there's a lot of content making stories about you, but you didn't
Yeah,
You didn't,
whatever, man. They
yeah.
don't know me, man. They don't know
They
me.
don't. You don't really react to that.
Well, it's just
So
it's
yeah,
not who I am. It's not true or
yeah,
whatever. Whatever,
yes.
man. You know,
So
I don't
I'm just
look. People are gonna have their opinions about whatever, and
yeah. You can't
I've
please.
learned many years ago that there's no sense arguing someone's opinion. It's theirs. They can have it. I don't. Whatever. Keep your opinion. I have my own, and knowing that most of it's all made up anyways, it's just like, oh, whatever,
And
man.
I'm also surprised to you because I told you just leave the people that comments bad thing because it will help you give views, and you were like, no, I will block them. You block them.
Yeah, if the people are really inappropriate, I get rid of them.
Yeah, you get
Because
rid.
here's the thing about that kind of situation is with YouTube, you're very much building a community.
Yeah.
You really are. And if someone is a complete asset, I remove them from the community.
And
they lose the right to participate. Not that they so much offend me or what I'm doing, but I just, that person doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It just gives you peace.
Yeah,
And also
they can go somewhere else.
your video sometimes filters bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of
yeah.
that stuff. It's just like, why bother?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right, Odo. I'm not after that kind of stuff. I'm just uninterested. But people do, and people are making money. I mean, man, there's guys that are crushing it, man, just making money hand over fist.
They call it selling their soul just to earn money.
Sure. But it's just short. Exactly. I think it's short lived. I don't.
Yeah.
See him in a couple, like Jasper, right? See a year or two from now what people are doing. And like one of the things too about YouTube that I'm understanding, that I've heard also too early on, is it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So you gotta pace yourself, man. You've really got to pace yourself. It's stay in it for the long term, and then maybe it's profitable. And you could look at the profit thing too. Going up and up and up and up. But dude, I've been doing this for 3 years. 3 years. And
yeah.
I would not say it's profitable.
Yeah.
But that's the other part for me too. I could use it for taxes and write off, like all this stuff to do. I'm expensing it. So if I sell stock and if I become, where I'm paying taxes, I can write off all these travel expenses because I'm shooting videos around it. All this equipment that I buy, I'm using it for tax write-offs. So yeah.
When you show nature and the natural beauty of the Philippines, it does not pay. If you show young ladies that sells, Sims unfortunately don't understand what real living is.
Yeah. And that's like it too. Like, being a Mormon in Vegas, I feel like that a little bit at times, but whatever. I don't really care. And nothing against Vegas, nothing against LDS religion. I'm just using it as an example, right? But yeah, no, you're right, man. Sex sells, as they say. But for me, whatever, just having fun, giving something as a creative way. Guys, I was an IT geek for freaking 20 plus years. Knowing myself as someone who's creative is a complete shift from the 50 plus years of my previous life. So it's pretty cool to kind of do that and learn. Obviously, I'm a geek who's figuring this out as I go. So just kind of learning more and more. That shoot that we did in Bios with the drone following us, that was fun. And it's just fun to explore with that, really, right? Fun. Yeah. We're like, whoa, this freaking drone is looping all around and doing shit. I hope it doesn't crash in. And then trying to hold a conversation while also doing all that. That was kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I got scared at first. I was like, should I look back about the drones?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. But it is what's living here. It is about, that's the experience of being here, is these scenes and stuff like that. The guys that come here for dating, the guys that come here really just exclusively for that, dude, those guys are in and out of here. I mean, think about it, right? How many years could you live here where that wouldn't get old? I mean, to me, cycling through 2 or 3 girls a week, I mean, after a couple months of that, you're like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. I'm bored of this. This creates drama. This is chaos and crazy. You're subjecting yourself to really crazy people. right? Who are selling themselves, or maybe they're into whatever, right? That type of way of living here gets old fast. And if you look at the guys that don't necessarily stay here long term or are leaving, it's around some sort of relationship. It either, they're dating a lot, or they got in a bad one and they're out. They're gone. They don't. But if you come here for the people, if you come here for the scenery, the country, and the environment, you'll probably stay. At least that's kind of what I've been noticing. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? If you have any thoughts on that, the guys that date around a lot and the cheap boys.
Yeah, just like our friend told us that maybe one girl is hard. How much more than the girl? Filipino girl is not really easy.
Right.
We're very caring. We're very like that, but we're also have some stuff that very big adjustment for us. So
Right.
it's not really easy. But yeah, how much more you have a lot of
So much drama.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Well, no, not like that, babe. You're great. You kidding me? You're great. I think American men or Western men line up with the Filipino culture very well, very well. Especially if you're a guy here that's coming to find a wife or a girlfriend. Maybe there's no better place in the world to find that type of companionship, long-term wise. Now, if you're looking for short-term stuff, the Philippines probably is not it. Just because you guys want a man.
Yeah.
You want a man in your life. You want a guy to take care of. You want a guy to nurture. You're about family.
Yes.
Really family values. You're not interested in dating 3 guys a week.
No.
But it's evolving now. It depends. There are ladies that's in the cities don't care about dating a lot of guys, especially when they get money.
Right.
But for me, or for most of the Filipinos living in the province, they're like that.
Right. Yep. And that's kind of the two, which some of the guys that we have problems with are taking advantage of that. Like one guy, he's got a girlfriend on every island. And some of these girls have never had boyfriends before. They're saving themselves for marriage. And you got asshats that are exploiting or taking advantage, or trying to anyways. Thankfully, she found out, right?
Yeah.
But so, yeah, I mean, it's good though.
But we don't want to get in trouble, so we just stayed away.
Yeah, no, you're right. You just kind of stand back, and it goes back to kind of, the street animals and stuff like that too. You just you learn to take a hands-off approach on a lot of this stuff,
and it's okay as long as it doesn't really bothers us, or it doesn't really affect us, because it's their doings. So
that's right.
It's fine.
That's right. Yeah, no, for sure. It's just, it goes back to the kind of content that we like to shoot and put out there, and stay away from the drama stuff.
Yeah, and the YouTuber that shows off young ladies for something like that, maybe now they don't have problem, but in the future they will have, because what if that young lady will raise a case like what's it called, maliciousness or something like that.
For sure.
So because there's one YouTuber now, it's a Filipino obviously, but I've seen this Facebook just last night. He's in jail now. He's a vlogger. He's in jail now because he do that without a consent from parents.
Right.
Yeah. So
new vlogging laws now. You have to. You can't be a disrespectful asshat.
Yes.
You got to be respectful of the culture, respectful of the people that you're filming. Good for that. Good.
And I'm very happy hearing from other people about your vlog. They were like, "Oh, I like your vlog. I've learned a lot from that," and it makes me feel like it's good, because people were like, they want to learn a lot from you because of the adjustments from the Philippines. Obviously, Philippines is not perfect, but there's a lot of adjustment here, especially food-wise. And some services,
food-wise, relationship-wise,
services.
Right. It's different. Thankfully, it's different, right? Thankfully, it's different. But yeah, no, brother. It's we try to do the real living in the Philippines. Yeah. Chris, so you have one of the best channels out. Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. You have no drama and aren't selling fantasy and concrete channels. Yep, Philippines. No, thank you, man.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. And I just try to shoot what's there, and we put a lot of work into it. Like, we're thinking now, like, what's our next video? What do we want to shoot, and what do we want to talk about? there's a guy in town that I would love to. I actually approached him and said, "Hey, man, you want to turn on the camera and let it roll?" And kind of because he's a new guy, it's his first trip to the Philippines. I think that would be interesting for you guys.
What his thought?
Yeah, yeah. And if the girl is interested in being on camera, she's super shy, but maybe so. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I shoot what's there. Like I said, guys, this channel is very much for me in my own sanity and my own head. I'm a very busy-minded guy. She joked earlier, I get walking around and thinking and,
talking to yourself.
Yeah, I'm a busy-minded individual, and I need YouTube for me is an outlet for that. It really is. It's a way to kind of do stuff, like going to the gym and like running. It's a mental exercise, and I very much need it. So this channel is equally as much for me as it is for you guys, and that's why it's not successful. That's right. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, hello from Oregon. Yeah, God bless. Yeah, you too, Lowell. Hope all is well for you, brother. Yeah, hope all is well in Oregon.
That's why it's not successful.
Right. Yeah, whatever. Success is one of those weird subjective things, and it's hard to define what success is. If you have it, like success is so many subscribers, if you have success is so many views, if you have success or so much revenue.
Yeah, but what they said, it's better to slowly but surely. That lots of obstacle than going straight to the success, but it will just pull you down just one time.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Success to me, this channel is incredibly successful because it keeps this guy sane. Right?
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you're looking at for what success is, right? If you have success around money, or if you have success around views or followers, subscribers, whatever. I mean,
because if you don't do this, he got crazy already.
Right? No, it is, and I just enjoy it. I do. It's very much a hobby for me. Something like skiing or whatever. Skiing isn't cheap. You got to buy skis. You got to go lift tickets. You got to do all that stuff. Skiing's not cheap, but it's a hobby. How many people get paid to ski? Very few, right? Yeah. Very few people get paid to ski. And same thing with YouTube. YouTube's a hobby for me. And how many people get paid well to do YouTube? Very few. If you look at all the Filipino vloggers and people who get paid, whatever. But yeah, anyways, let me know if you get good now.
Yeah. Okay.
I started getting warm.
Yeah, because of coffee.
Yeah. Young, fresh global traveler. I'm just logging out for my remote job. Yeah, good for you, brother. Yeah, it feels so good to be back in the Philippines. I decided to marry my Filipina. She lives in a place called Antigua. Have we ever heard of that?
Antique.
Right? Antique?
It's Luzon.
Okay, yeah. I only know it for 2 months, but it feels right. Well, good for you, brother. What a way. Congratulations on just freaking diving off and jumping into the deep end of that pool. Hope it works out for you.
Yeah.
Get connected with the community, people there for sure. And even though, like I was saying, the thing I like about kind of being out of Cebu is a lack of foreigners, but it's always good to have a couple of guys that you can always count on, right? And so just build that little network of friends that you got there. And congratulations, man. Congratulations. Really excited and hope that works out, brother. Yeah. Anyone that has watched your channel a while knows that you're financially stable. Yeah, no, that's a good point, man. I'm not trying to make money out of it. Some YouTubers with less money will get more super chats, etc. I think, they can make $500 a month or so with views and lives. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think people can make, sorry, babe, I keep squeezing her leg and her leg is sore from our gym exercise. Yeah, and it is one of the things. And full disclosure, YouTube was part of my financial plan when I moved out here. It was because when I moved out here almost 3 years ago now, and whatever, I can't remember the exact numbers, but let's say I needed 7 years of income. I had 6, so I was like a year short of income, and so I was like, you know what, I'll use these next 7 years to grow my channel. Well, in my financial planning of stuff, I actually didn't account for a 30% growth in my money. And so So with that growth early on, I was like, all right, good. I can get to 59 and a half and so on. So YouTube was part of my financial strategy in moving here, but I didn't need to do it after the first couple of years and having that early on growth. But I think you're pointing to something here too that's really key is, people who are really trying to make money with YouTube, it's a different flavor, it's a different feel. And well, yeah, whatever, they're trying to grow it, they're trying to monetize it, they're trying to make money, and you could do it. It's more than a full-time job, for sure, more than a full-time job to do that. And I just didn't come here to. I'm semi-retired. I am retired, and this is fun for me. Yeah, it's interesting how I struggle saying that I'm retired. Like it's a struggle for me to actually say that. Like, because I'm 50 something years old, I should not be retired. I need to, what am I, some lazy teenager who doesn't want to get off the couch, right? That's kind of the thing that's in my head, because I'm wired to work. Like I need to work. It's maybe part of the reason why I still get up at 6 a.m, right? So wild. I don't want to admit that I'm retired, but I am. I've been retired for almost 3 years. Wow. But thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Chris in Southeast Asia. Hey, Chris Ramirez, good morning from Northern Luzon. Chris, do you remember me from the Quest dinner in 2023? Glad to see you're doing well. Yeah, you look a little bit familiar, brother. I'm just trying to come in the picture. The Quest dinner. Oh, yeah. So the Christmas dinner we did at Quest. Yeah, man. Yeah, good for you guys. I hope you're good. So we did a Christmas dinner, if that's what you're talking about. Right? In the Quest, we rented out that banquet. We had like 15 or 20 or so guys or people. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope you're good. That was a little bit of a challenging time, admittedly, for me. One, I was sick. I was just getting over a bug. And two, I was ending a relationship that was a little bit hard to end. Like I've been trying to end that relationship for a couple months, right? So, but anyways, hope you're good. Hope all is well up there, and good luck up there. Yeah, never had anyone care for me the way that she does. Yeah, I'm 47. She's 23. Trust me, I've vetted her. Yeah, you're her first. Yeah, good for you, man. Unless her mom is. Oh, good for you, brother. And I'm so glad that that's the dynamic, right? Like you're her first, and now you're getting married. Just beautiful story.
That's what Filipino love.
Right. Oh, good for you, brother. Oh, it's so happy. Yeah, good for you. Well, still build your network up there. It's always good to relate to fellow countrymen and so on. But congratulations, man. Just super. I'm excited for the both of you, right? Because it's your dream, but it's also her dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Filipino in general are so caring as long as you treated them right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so hard at first, especially you have different culture, but you just have to figure out where to or how to handle it.
Yeah. No, congratulations, brother. Just really, like I said, I'm just excited and thrilled for the both of you. Yeah. Have you ever noticed there are a lot of us Kevins? And yes, there are a lot of Kevins in my world.
Yeah.
Kevins, and who else was there? There are a lot of Kevins.
Mike. There's a lot of Mike. There's a lot of Kevins.
Jim.
Yeah.
Is there,
Jim
no,
too.
Maybe only one Jim.
No, there's more Jim too.
Yeah, there are a lot of Kevins. I know a lot of Kevins. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I know you're right. Yep. How's Butuan for foreigners? Like rent an apartment. So here's the thing about that. The real estate can be a little bit tricky once you get out of some of these bigger areas, like Cebu, Davao, that kind of deal. Dude, finding an apartment in Cebu is like that. Super easy. I just walked in the Selenia, went up to the desk and said, hey, can you give me a list of places that are available for rent? And they did within minutes. I had freaking 5 phone numbers. Now, Butuan, it took a couple weeks, but I did find something. And what you do here in areas like this is you use Facebook Marketplace. And then ultimately what will happen is either you'll find a place directly there or you'll get hooked up with an agent. and then that agent will get you hooked up with a place. So, but just give it a month. Maybe go in and rent an Airbnb for a month, and then use that time to find the place. And that's kind of what I did here. A little bit harder once you get out of some of these other areas. But yeah, if you were looking to move to like BIOS, that's how I would do it. Just get an Airbnb for a month and then use that time to find a place. Finding a place in like Palampon, you're going to need a local.
Yeah.
You need a local. You will have, I don't think I could have moved to Palampon without her being there. Yeah, I don't think I could have.
It's a small province.
Yeah, there's no places that are really available. It would have been hard, super hard. But yeah, a little bit tricky once you get out. Yeah, I love watching you and your girl in Butuan. Yeah, I love that. You have the water tank. Yeah, she needs that in her province. I'm going to take care of it. Yeah. Cannot live without functioning water. Yeah, brother.
Yes.
We got the water tank out here. Now, granted, we don't capture water. We have so basically the water situation here where we live is we have water for about an hour, maybe 2 hours in the morning, every morning. And that's it. So it comes on at like 5 in the morning and ends at like 7. And the rest of the day, there's no water. So what we have is a big old, how many liters is that? 1,800 liters?
1,000.
No, it's bigger than that.
2?
No, I can't remember. Anyways, we got a big old water tank, maybe 1,200 liters or so, or something around there. And that captures the water in the morning, and then we use the tank throughout the day. Then we also have a water pump that's attached to that applies pressure to the house. Love
really good.
Love it.
And you're saying that you cannot live without water. Yes, I told you about that. It's better to have not a electricity than water. Water is very important than electricity for a province girl like me, because we use a lot of water than that.
Yeah, so definitely if they're struggling with water out there, it would be a big improvement for the family home. And then, depending on what type of, you might have to incorporate some type of water capture system also, which we actually do now too. One of the videos I'm looking to shoot, it's probably a little bit too soon to do it, but I want to do a recap of the house video that did so well. But one of the things we've added since we did that video was a water capture system, and we now capture rainwater. Now we don't feed it into our tank. We feed it into some big barrels, and we use that water to water outside plants and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have big, I don't know how many liters these barrels are, but we have really big barrels that we now fill.
800 liters.
You think that's 800?
Yeah.
I don't think they're quite that big.
That's the girl when we bought that in City Hardware. That's the girl was saying.
Okay. But yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So we have a couple of big barrels that we capture some water in, but yeah. That would be a big improvement. We're looking to do maybe solar out there for those guys. Staying in BGC, and the plan is that I'm going to build her mom's house in the province, but still maintain an apartment in BGC. Yeah, nice. And go like back and forth. Yeah, but good for you.
BGC is very expensive, they say.
Mm-hmm.
The condo in BGC, they said it's very expensive, like expensive than Cebu.
Yeah. Yeah, BGC, whatever, but not, if you look at life in the West, it's whatever. You can still get by at whatever, 40,000. Yeah, 40,000 US. Yeah, you don't miss Brooklyn at all.
Yes.
Yeah, brother, I bet. My sister is from Brooklyn. She lived in Brooklyn. I spent some time in Brooklyn. Skokie? No, that's Chicago. Shit, I can't remember the Brooklyn area that I would go to. Yeah. Anyways, I spent some time in Brooklyn, a little bit. When I worked in my law firm, we had an office in DC, and I managed that office IT-wise. So I would go to DC every 2 or 3 months. And then my sister was down in Brooklyn, so I'd hop on a train or a bus. I would hop on a bus and take a bus down to New York City and hang out in New York City with my sister for the weekend. And so yeah, I spent some time. I'm trying to remember the damn neighborhood anyways, I'll remember maybe down the road, maybe not. But yeah, good for you, brother. Good for you. Big change. Good. Yeah.
See, one thing that is very expensive is dry cleaning.
If it exists at all, dry cleaning. Yeah. My dress shirts here are 350 pesos dry cleaning in BGC. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
prices here is getting out of the prices there is getting out of control. Really.
Brother, you can forget about your dry cleaning here in this country.
We just make our own.
Yeah, just go, we do laundry here, and you don't have to dress up like that. Well, whatever. BGC maybe is like that, but you could be a little more casual, brother. It's a little bit different. Good for you, man. I'm excited for you.
You can walk.
It's in a world of change.
You can walk top naked.
Right. Yeah, walk without a shirt.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for you, man. Yeah, good for you. As drones go, I have the Mavic as well. Yeah, nice. But we'll probably just pick up the DJI Neo for the Philippines. They are bulletproof, tiny, easy FPV. Oh, yeah. The Neo, huh?
Not sad if you lose it.
Yeah. I'm liking this Mini Pop 5, man. I really want to kick with that a little bit more. You have a great channel. My wife and I are researching moving there.
Much.
Air mechanical. Cool. You're an a mechanic for jets and stuff. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Salamat kayo, kuya. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I would assume maybe your wife is Filipino, or no? Yeah, maybe a Western family just moving over. More and more of that. More and more complete families I've seen coming over. Yeah. A couple people like that on our channel that watch. But yeah, good. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. The Finn show. Yeah, the funny thing about Finn, and I didn't realize this, but people had pointed it out. My old condo in Cebu City, Finn was in during the pandemic. There was a clock that he would have in some of his videos that was in my videos too, that they were like, wait, did Finn live there? Because he was in Rockwell, the same condo. So anyways, we share a little bit of that. So Finn, I don't know if you ever seen him. He's a big channel, like one of the bigger channels, or maybe even 500,000 subscribers, whatever. Filipino wife, they're down in Dawan, which is south of Dumaguete. So they're down there. Really, Finnish guy. He's been vlogging Philippines for, whatever, maybe 10 years now. Nice guy. He's got a dragon fruit farm.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of his content, but I know enough to know obviously who he is.
Ever since I don't watch.
Yeah, she doesn't watch really any of them.
I don't really watch YouTube. Not until you came.
Right.
I just started watching your channel.
Right. She doesn't know really any of them, but yeah. So, anyways, Finn proved you can make bank on YouTube without smelling smut, trash, or drama, but his video editing and work is beyond like snubble. The other thing, Kevin, that had Finn was timing, right? So Finn got into the Philippines vlogging early on. So guys that are around that time, did well. So he had good timing, right? And it's one of those things that you can build. But yeah, no, you're right. He does it. There's a lot of guys that are successful at no smut and stuff like that, right? Like, what's his name? Becoming Filipino. I don't think he does that kind of stuff. Another guy that they do videos together with quite a bit. I can't remember his name. I think he's got Tourette's or something. Anyways, he's another guy. Commander Dot. Yeah, he's another guy that's successful. You could do it. You could do it. You can for sure do it. There's some guys that do it. It's a long game. Right, it's a long game, but yeah, there are some channels out there that do it. The weirdo sick grandpa stalk Jasper. Dude, I saw that. That was kind of funny, actually.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's talking shit.
Yeah, but
not really.
Sick grandpa. I've come up on sick grandpa a couple times too, which I just laugh.
Like twice or thrice.
I just laugh. I actually find him funny. But he is, he's whatever Jerry Springer stuff. But,
he will get himself in trouble.
Yeah, he's gonna get himself in trouble for sure. That kind of stuff is just short lived. But yeah, that was kind of funny seeing Jasper on the beach like that, and just like, have you watched Jogo Wonder? Yeah, I have seen him. I haven't seen a lot of his content, but he sounds like the stuff that I saw is just a really good dude. Simple guy, just, hey, you know what, traveling around. No, he seems like a good guy for sure. But yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. Yes, Mayong Buntag from West Virginia. I'll be back in Butuan on January 31st and drive to
prosperidad.
Enjoy your day. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it, favorite. Yeah. Good for you, man. Yeah, hope all's good there in West Virginia. Any thoughts on buying a car?
Oh, you asked me about that, remember? You were like, do you like this car? We should buy this. We should buy this. I was like,
Yeah, so a lot of Filipinos get car sick really easily. They're not used to riding in cars. So yeah, she's like, you're like that. Like she gets car sick super easily. So the thought of being in a car for her is like, no, thank you, right?
Yeah. Cars is nice for like rainy weather, but if I'll choose motorcycle than car, I'll choose motorcycle.
Right.
It's really nice. It's a fresh air, and then when I'm a passenger princess, it's nice in the back, laying in the top bags.
But if you eventually, I'll probably get a car.
Yeah.
You know, and if I was to get a car, I would want something that like a motorcycle has a little bit of a suspension to it, right? Like so you can ride over bumpy roads.
Like the Jimny?
Yeah, Jimny sounds good, right? Who makes that? I don't know. The Jimny looks good. Yeah. There's a Toyota too, like but you want something small. You want a small ADV vehicle, a small, what do you call those? SUV. A small SUV would be great. There's like a Toyota RAV4. I can't ever remember what the hell it's called. But like there's a small Toyota RAV4 that looks ideal for here too. It's got a turbo. So you want something similar to bike. You want something with acceleration to get around traffic, to get around slow moving stuff. But yeah, a small SUV would be freaking rock star here. That's what I would recommend for a car. Yeah.
3 weeks.
And you know, Japanese, you wouldn't, anything American like Ford's going to be expensive. So Toyota, Japanese, Toyota would be good. I've seen Toyota. What are some of the other brands? Toyota stands out. Nissan.
Ford.
I wouldn't do American made. It's going to be more expensive.
Okay.
Because it's imported. I would try to go Toyota. Yeah. I'm 3 weeks post shoulder surgery. Oh, good for you, Lowell. Yeah. And bicep reattachment. Damn, brother. Plus surgical tape ripped my skin off my bicep. Oh, man. Yeah, that sounds rough, man. Rough. Well, hope you recover soon, man. Yeah.
Good channel, guys.
Yeah, good channel. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Ugly Tourist. Have I met this? Have I met? He sounds familiar. Huh. Yeah, sounds familiar. Sorry, my memory is. Hello from cold Ohio. What's up, Rory? Yeah, you getting some weather there finally? I was talking to my dad, and he said it's been a little bit warm. So it's good you guys getting some weather, huh? Mid-November? Yeah, cool. Yeah, hope all is well. I'm a couple thousand views on a video, but still not monetized yet. I have 2,000K subs. I hope to get monetized soon. Yeah, man. Monetization happened quick and easy, man. You can get monetized, but making money and getting monetized are two different things, right? Like, I think I was monetized within the first 3 months or so. My hate culture to happiness video, that took me over. That one video took me over. But yeah, actually making money on YouTube is two different things. Yeah. It just takes some work. Good morning from Isabel. What's up, man? Yeah, man. Good old Isabel.
Farmer.
What's that?
From CEO to farmer.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, it's from nice CEO to farmer. Oh, yeah. Nice, brother.
Nice to have a farm.
Isabel. Where was
Isabella? Is
that Leyte, right? Just south of you in Palampon? Oh, okay.
No, it's Luzon.
Okay. All right.
Isabella.
I was thinking that was that was where you were at.
That's Isabel. That one is Isabella.
Salama. Colfax.
Yeah.
Mary Rose, what a gem. Isn't she?
Thank you.
Yeah, she's great, man. She is great. She's great. She's a good girl. Smart, sweet, sexy, playful, shy, honest. Yeah, no, she's a great girl, man. We've been together going on 2 years. Year and a half.
Going on 2 years.
Nah, it's just great, right? I mean, just amazing. Amazing. No, you're so right, Colfax. You're absolutely right. Airbnb. I actually know a Filipina there by chat, if she tells the truth. Okay. Yeah. No, she can probably help you out too, find a place for sure. Yeah. But Airbnb would be a good way for you to get situated for long term. You could do a hotel for a little bit, but I like the Airbnb because it was cheaper and I could stay for like a month or so or a couple of weeks. That's what I did here is I did Airbnb for a month. And then kind of also too, I used Airbnb to bounce around. And then you can like one of the Airbnbs, I almost rented. I did a video on that, right? Like a really nice freaking place here in Butuan for whatever. Remember that one? It was just a little bit too small. And I had my own furnishings.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make my furnishings work in that place, but it was a really nice designed Airbnb. I shot a video on that, $160 a month or so. I can't remember. It was really cool. 9,000.
Really nice there.
Yeah,
Japanese style.
Yeah. Yep. But you could use Airbnb to find long-term rentals too. You can reach out to the owners and say, hey, yeah, I'd like to stay long-term. And some of them will rent to you. Actually, most of them were like, yes, we'd love to rent to you long-term. Good day to you both. I'm in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, well, lived in Denver for since I moved April '99 and moved out of there December of 22. So very familiar. Yeah.
So why can I miss Butuan City?
Oh yeah. Good for you, man. Yeah, I love it here, man. I love it here. Hope all is well in Denver. Hope all is good there. Yeah. Have you gotten used to eating Filipino food? What is your favorite?
He's used with Filipino food now.
Yeah.
But as a Filipina that very used to soy sauce or a lot of seasoning, I've also adjusted. Like I've searched a lot of food wise that's healthy for him, especially we're living in a healthy lifestyle. Like for example, having a pork chop without soy sauce. Yeah. So, and your favorite is caldereta.
That's right.
Because adobo has a lot of soy sauce, but you like it, and sinigang. So
that's right. No, all that. I do like the soups. I do like the sinigang. Soy sauce to me is a little bit salty and a little too salty sometimes.
It's okay for like occasionally, but not every day or something.
But beef caldereta is my favorite. I love that. And what that is, if you don't know, it's like a stew. It's like a beef stew. It's got potatoes, it's carrots, it's beef. The beef falls off the bone. It's super delicious. I mean, I love it.
I like it really. And
it's good. It's good.
And for food wise too, you eat oatmeal.
Right.
Yeah.
We eat a lot of oatmeal, eat a lot of overnight oats. Yeah. Can you connect the washing machine with the water tank? I want to buy her mom and her washing machine in the province, but not sure if that would work with a washing machine. Yes.
Just get a faucet, connect to the tank, and that faucet has a small hose going to the washer, just like ours.
So the washer machines here are a lot different than what we're used to.
It's very different.
Show you in some of my videos, like they're in there, but yeah, it's just water coming in, and you can also fill it with a bucket. Like, and the same washing machine that we also had in Leyte, and it wasn't hooked up to water. So how we used it is we just filled it with a bucket, right? We'd take buckets of water and fill it up. So, and then the dryer is attached to it, but it's not like electric dryer. It's a spin dryer that pulls out most of the moisture, and then you hang it to dry. So that's the typical washer dryer kind of situation that's here in the Philippines. And so you can you can definitely hook it up to a water source, or it can just be filled with buckets.
If that's for a Filipina then it's fine because it's really good.
Right.
We bought that for a Christmas gift last year for my mom. It's really good.
Yeah, we bought the family the same washing machine that we have. I think it was 10,000 pesos, which let me convert that out. Was it 10,000? How much was it? Do you remember?
9.
Was it not? Well, I already got the one in there. Oops. Yeah, $170 for a washing machine, which also has a spin dryer in it. But yeah, you can either hook it up to water source, or you can fill it with buckets. Hey, Big C, what's up, Hex? It's been a minute. Are you guys safe from the storms and such? Yeah, brother. We are south of the storms. We are in Mindanao, so no deals with storm here. We had a wet day, right? We had a wet day, but other than that, we're good.
Yeah. It's better here than Leyte.
Welcome back, Hex. Hope you're good there, brother. Yep. Can you talk about generators, power banks? I went to Ace Hardware, and their generators are not cheap. Thinking about buying one online.
Yeah.
Yes. So we too have been in a little bit of this inquiry. Yeah, not a ton, because the power here in Butuan is good.
Yeah,
it's much better
than Leyte.
But there's solar stuff around. The thing I would look to. What I'm hoping is eventually what happens is companies like, I can't remember the name of them now.
Oh yeah, that one.
Well, companies that will start to send me solar stuff, right? And then I can start doing reviews for you guys for that. So, but yeah, I would look to solar generators. If I was to buy a system today, I would look at a solar system because it's cheap. I can't remember. There's a couple companies, Blue Yeti, I think was one. Yeah, I think that was one that I would look at. They're really popular here. You can get really good solar systems out here, and it's dropping in price. But that's what I would look at coming out. But just take your time, investigate. Use AI too to kind of help you investigate a lot of that stuff.
Left Canlaon 1 week before volcano eruption, earthquake, and the hit typhoon.
Yeah.
Supporting my friend's partner and her family there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can get some natural disasters. You got earthquakes, fires, all that stuff. So yeah, good. Glad you were able to get out. And the typhoons, just keep an eye on them. Like I really enjoy the Windy app. The Zoom app, Zoom and Windy. Both of those weather apps I think are phenomenal in tracking stuff. I like Zoom because of how it sends me notifications and shows me stuff. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. And so this is the web base, but they also have an app on the phone. But you can track storms here really good, and I like how it sends me notifications on weather, stuff like that. Shout out to Kevin who showed me that stuff. But yeah.
I see online the helmet requires certified there, but I see so many no helmet. I think I could use the helmet. So for the LTO, they need a certified helmet. Like our helmet has a QR code in the back, and then when you scan it, it says certified. So yeah, but most of the provinces here in Philippines, they don't really require certified helmet. It just depends. The LTO is very, very like they're looking for your mistake, or they're looking for something they can get money from you. Like for example, the shoes. Even though you have papers, you have license, you have good helmet, but if you don't wear shoes, they will still ask about that. And then for a passenger, they want to make sure that the passenger has a helmet too. So yeah, they will look for something.
And it all depends on where.
Yes.
You look in BIOS, nobody's wearing helmets. Doesn't matter if it's DOT or what, they ain't wearing them. And in Palampan, where we're at, we wore bicycle helmets around town, but we didn't wear helmets anywhere else. Or then we wore our regular helmets if we went out of town, right?
Yeah.
It just depends on where, brother. Now, as far as anything being DOT helmet, I have not had anyone question my helmet at all, as far as if it's certified or not. This kind of stuff, Lowell, is very different here in the Philippines than what we're used to in the West. In the West, we're so regulated, we're so patrolled, all that stuff. Here, it's kind of fly by the seat of your pants a lot of ways, which I love it, man. I absolutely love it. I've never got ticketed for gear. I've never got ticketed for riding flip-flops. I've never got ticketed for no helmet, not the right helmet. None of that stuff, man. So you just want to be, like a lot of things here in this country, you want to be aware of what's going on around you and then do what's comfortable, right? Like, I don't feel comfortable riding without a helmet. So when we were in BIOS, we rode with them. Yeah. So just being aware of what's around you and then acting accordingly, I think is a very important lesson in coming out here. And then just, being respect and that kind of deal. Right, Lowell? But yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Just having a good full face helmet or a good helmet for your own protection, is what I would do.
Probably thinking about Sheephead Bay, Brooklyn.
Where the hell was she at? I can't remember the name of the area. I want to say Skokie, but I think that was a neighborhood in Chicago that I worked in. Shit, I can't remember. No, I think that. Anyways, I can't remember the neighborhood, but it was. Yeah, she was in Brooklyn there for a while, and I enjoyed it. Small apartment. I'd come in the weekends and stay there, and then kind of kick around the town. I remember one of the funny stories about that I like to talk about is just the differences in cultures. Is I was visiting her one weekend, and I was there, and I get on the subway station. We're going somewhere, I can't remember, and sitting next to me is some girl, whatever. I just start talking to her, and my sister's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I was just talking to this person here." She's like, "Well, we don't do that here." That's one of the big differences here in this country is everyone, you can talk to people, you can be a chatty person, you can, and it's just, it's fine to
just
do.
Be respectful.
Right.
And here, because they're very open, and they said, don't talk to stranger, but
yeah,
it's better. The stranger is better than the relatives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so great. Just chatting with people. People are so friendly. I've noticed when I order appliances on Amazon for my wifey and her mom, the voltage isn't always dual. For example, at 120, 220 Philippines. So when I order, I pay attention to voltage. Yes. Yeah, I've had a couple of things that I've ordered that haven't worked here in this country. But most of my stuff works just fine. But there was an air filter system that I bought that didn't work here. And I'm trying to remember what else. Oh, my Ninja freaking blender thing fried. Also, too, what fried is my battery tender. I had a battery tender that fried recently too. But things have been. What I like to do is actually just try to that kind of stuff, electronics. Sometimes I try to buy here, and that way I'm guaranteed that it'll work. Yeah, that Jimny Suzuki. Yes.
Yeah.
Small little SUV.
It's really nice.
Yep.
It's
great little vehicle.
Camping something.
Yeah, no, I think that is a great little vehicle for Suzuki. Yeah, Japanese Suzuki, Toyota. I can't remember Toyota's. They got a small SUV. Toyota does it. It's like the RAV4, but it's the Philippines version. You'll have some of that too. You'll have cars that are only available here, even within a manufacturer like Toyota. Cars that are only sold here that aren't. I want one of those small Suzuki 4x4 trucks that they sell for like $5,000. Yeah, that would be wild. Multicab, I think they're called, whatever. Yeah, that'd be fun. I wish I can see the video with Jasper. Dude, I'm telling you. Here's the thing about that kid. He wasn't always that way. He wasn't. I remember when he first started his channel, he and I started about the same time. And I chatted with the guy. I mean, we used to chat a lot. And then I went to Boracay for a weekend or whatever. It was during Holy Week, which is a big mistake. But anyways, I was like, hey, where could I go? And that we chatted. He was nice. He was a friendly dude. And then something happened. The guy flipped and he went all this weird, aggressive kind of whatever. I remember I hopped in one of his live streams and he's like, dude, you're trying to steal my viewers or whatever. I'm like, dude, you're freaking crazy, man. He's like, get the F out of here. And he just flipped out, man. And I blocked him. I haven't watched him since. I don't even, whatever, right? But he wasn't that way when he first started. He was just a normal dude. And then he got all ghetto and just kind of freaked out. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I agree. I distance myself pretty. Once people in general show that type of erratic behavior, I'm like, I'm out, man. I don't want anything to do with you. And you can camp in. Yeah. No, you're right. Fix it up so you can go travel around and camp in it. No, you're right on. Yep, right on. Yep, that looks like a good deal.
Warning.
Yeah, could you scratch it? Warning, your top layer of your skin on your left arm. Yeah.
It's very itchy.
Yeah. She scratches me a lot. Are you guys gonna throw up a Christmas tree?
Oh my
Yeah, the
God.
mall's got all beautiful Christmas. Brother, go ahead.
Our Christmas tree is up since September.
That's right.
Our small Christmas tree, because you were planning to buy a big Christmas tree, and I told him it's just the two of us, so it's just small Christmas tree is fine. And that's
Right.
my first Christmas tree I ever had,
Right.
the real Christmas tree I ever had, and since my whole life.
That's
So
cute.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a nice little Christmas tree, and it has.
It's
been
up
up since September. Yeah, it's been up for a while. Yeah, Christmas here starts early. Christmas here starts September.
September.
Yeah, September we started hearing Christmas music and that, and it decorated. They have a big Christmas spirit. But the other thing about that too, that's there that I think is important to highlight, it's a different Christmas culture here. It's not about gifts. It's not about spending money. It's about
Spending time together.
it's about the religious holiday, the religious significance, and it's about family and being together.
Yeah.
I love it actually.
Christmas tree, they said it's spirit of sharing.
Yeah,
Spirit of sharing
Yeah.
love, sharing whatever.
yeah, it's really beautiful here. Yeah. Yeah, Young Fresh Travel is still on. Yeah.
Grandpa's YouTube channel.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I stay away from that guy too. I mean, yeah, I stay away from a lot of that African drama.
Well,
Manila Gorilla. I like it. It rhymes. What's up, brother?
my Filipino wanted me to try to
Tocino. Yeah, I like tocino.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to eat sweet
Yeah,
food. Yeah, for
just like
example,
you.
spaghetti is also made with, yes, no,
With
it's true.
sugar.
You can eat it, but I actually don't mind the tocino. It is sweet. You're right. You can get spaghetti though. You can get Italian seasoned type spaghetti. It's just there's two different kinds. But you're right. Sweet spaghetti.
Yeah. He made spaghetti for me. It's
Yeah, I
nice
make spaghetti.
because I'm not really used to sweet too, so I
Yeah,
like it.
you can get unsweetened spaghetti.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
good.
really good.
It's delicious.
She made me some mongo. Oh, that's really good. It's a good soup. It's
Mm.
a bean, mongo bean.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
You tried it in Carinderia.
Okay.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
pork.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. There's the brother just take it easy, slow it down on they're used to living how they're living,
Yeah.
and there's things that you can do that will help them.
Yeah, adjustment, and then just talk. Like, for example, if you don't like it, you can tell her.
Yeah.
Just like you when I asked you about the soy sauce.
Yeah. Solar is the way to go on that stuff though, man. I love it. I'm excited about kind of experimenting a little bit with solar. Thankfully, we're in an area now where we don't necessarily need it. Like when we were in Leyte, though, I think I would have been a little more aggressive in that. Here, I'm really impressed with the power here.
Yes.
We have not.
I'm so impressed here in Butuan. When we experienced that rainy season or like that typhoon,
Yeah.
we were like, good thing we're here in Butuan.
Yeah. No, electricity's been pretty solid
We
here.
love it here.
Yeah. Jasper did change. I had watched him, and then and I was there when he blocked you. I was like, yeah, right? Wasn't that crazy, brother? Wasn't that crazy? I'm like, holy crap. What is up with this guy?
Yeah.
Because I had chatted with him. Yeah, wasn't that wild? I was just like, shocked. Yeah, no, I had stepped away at that point, and I just don't deal with that kind of crap, man. I just, go have a good life, go do you, but I just don't have room for it, right? Yeah. So the next live, who's wearing Christmas reindeer antlers? I'm ready. We don't have any hats like that, do we? We need to get some
No.
hats. Get some more Christmas gear.
Hats with the lights.
Our neighbors, Fletchin, they have Christmas
Yeah,
stockings
they have
and
Christmas
all that.
stocking and Christmas.
You've never had a Christmas stocking before, have you?
No.
Right? It's very different,
Cindy's very excited too because she just experienced it
right?
like her whole life. Like me too. I didn't really experience it.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Well, guys, I think we're all caught up, and we've been streaming for 3 hours.
The comment earlier is right. I wish it's 3 hours long. So
3 hours and 17 minutes. I think we're gonna hop off. I'm gonna get some breakfast. I'm gutom na ka.
good thing your breakfast is ready to eat. Man, I will cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey guys, really appreciate everyone being here. We just like, hey, you want to do a live stream? Get out of bed. Oh, I'm sorry, your legs are. Pistile. All right, guys. Really appreciate it. Apin. Ayawayo.
And feed a good wolf.
Yes. See you guys. Yeah, take care.